my queue?
Yeah, go. You may go.
Oh, okay, cool. Last time on our exciting adventures in D&D, our group finally made it out of the caves after dealing with a slight mushroom trap. Unfortunately, our group decided that they didn't want to bring him with them. Seemed like it would have been a nice idea for the ambush, but whatever. Oh wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. The group decided to sleep for the night, as they had all been very, very tired. It's been a long day. You think about it. They found some gnolls. They found a bear. Snurp almost got eaten. I mean, it was a long day. It was a long day for them. They wanted some sleep.
By a spider.
When our group awoke in the morning, they made their way towards a structure they believed the gnolls to be hiding out in. Thanks to a combination of Zangnar. Zangnar? How do you pronounce that?
Just call it Xanar.
Xanar, okay. We're gonna ignore the G. Xanar gave Snurp a boost to find literally the positions of 90% of the gnolls. He's got really good eyes, apparently. We should use that more often.
He spotted one of them, but he knew. Yeah. But that basically
spotted two
that they were hiding.
Yeah, he found one in the tree.
I think there were 5, so I found 2 of 5 of them.
Yeah. However, our group also saw another entrance to the structure itself and prepared to ambush them right back. Which they did! It was a successful ambush, in fact. No one died except the gnolls. In fact, one of them died so hard they were lit on fire. Rest in peace, Gnoll. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Nobody needs to rush me on this. So, after one was lit on fire by the lizard man for the audacity to hurt him, our own goblin thought that was a hilarious idea and did so to the leader as well, before we could get his armor off of him. So, that one was kind of bad.
And a foot.
However, the group was able to gather the gnoll ears and spent the rest of their time trying to figure out what the heck was these symbols, these weird squiggly lines on this nice stone tablet in the middle. No one could figure it out. Not a one of them. So they just kind of stood there for a while. And now we pick up today in our adventure yet again.
I rolled 7. Then 7 plus 19.
Okay, so as you guys are sitting there, the day is calm. The corpses of the gnolls are still blood seeping out into the grass in certain spots, especially where you guys just lopped off some fresh ears. The stench is pretty horrific from the 2 burning gnoll corpses. You guys are a little... Well, for those of you who don't like the smell of burnt dog, basically. Although I'm pretty sure to Snurp and Womble, it's pretty aromatic, probably. But yeah, the weather is fine. The rooms, as you guys are all kind of looking around at them, seem old and archaic. To those of you who have the magic touch, I remember saying that they feel like they have almost like a resonance of a long since used up magic reserve. Maybe a little bit reserved, maybe a little bit left to it. It's got a bit of the aftertaste of it. But otherwise, it's pretty peaceful. And the dais in the middle, the large pillar, which held that slot, which basically looks like as if it could hold that spear that lays empty. What would you guys like to be doing?
Grognar still need to skin that bear back in cave.
Oh.
How far would the journey be if we went back there to get the bear pelt?
It would probably only be like in an hour or 2 to get back into the cave entrance and get to where you guys were.
I see that as a good use of a day.
I'd say time-wise, it's probably only like 10 in the morning.
Plenty of time to get home. Well,
hey, you never know, we might find some more gnolls to kill.
And I mean, we could also skin that bear so we can get some replacement hair for, Mr. Crispy Toasty over here.
I don't think it works that way, but sure.
Grognar just looks sad when you mention that.
Crispy Toasty. Okay. So, Snurp would like to go find a beetle.
Just looking around for a beetle?
Yeah. Or any kind of bug.
Roll an investigation check.
That's a 19.
Okay.
Is that Cheese walking away sadly?
Yes.
I
Snurp,
follow and apologize.
Snurp, as you start to kind of wander around the perimeter a little bit, searching under some bushes, trying to kind of peek around. You think that there might be a log or two that might be good. You start to dig under it when suddenly in your ear you kind of hear a little bit of a,
What are you doing?
I got an idea. It's fine.
Never mind. So, seems you found friends.
They do more for me than you did.
If you only knew. So, I'm starting to think you're more capable than I originally gave you credit for. I think you might be of some use to me after all.
Yeah, okay, guy.
You'll learn to watch your language with me eventually. But for now, go ahead and keep that naive little brain of yours.
I don't know what naive mean.
You didn't hire him for smarts.
Can I ask if we're actually hearing Snurp's half of the conversation while that's going on?
you guys, for who you're paying attention, yes, Snurp is currently just sort of, chattering to the air. You might see a small tinge of purple wisping around him, just a little bit, if you're a little bit arcanely focused. Not the magic users, but that's not it.
So, what are your plans?
Well, I'm gonna get this bug here, and I'm gonna
No,
carry it.
I don't care about the bug. Dear Lord. What are your plans long game?
Sorry, I missed the last part because of the cough in the background.
Sorry.
What are your plans in the long term?
Not die.
Good enough for me. Okay. Well, how about you check under that log over there?
And you feel your head kind of jerked almost 80
What?
degrees back and right. Direct, and forcibly jerked. Your body gets
Ow.
wrenched a bit. Towards a log that's sitting pretty isolated from the group off in the corner.
Oh, neat. I go there.
Okay. You wander over, and from behind the log, you can kind of see this. You see for a second, you see almost a weird, sickly, dark shadow, but then it kind of dissipates from behind the log.
Oh, am I there?
No reply.
I cautiously look for bug.
As you peek over, expecting to maybe find some sort of creepy beetle, you instead see what looks like a small, maybe about 4 inches tall by maybe about 3 inches wide, tiny little almost pamphlet-like book.
Oh, what's that?
The cover seems to be a sort of black-bound, coarse, rough leather, cracked on the sides. It seems to be strung with some sort of white tissue. It looks a little archaic and weird.
I pick it up.
So, this is a gift. And in finding the gift, you're gonna do me some work to make up for it. It'll be in installments, don't worry.
I don't even know if it's worth it.
We can hear him talk, right?
No, you can only hear Snurp talking.
Okay. Because I do have see invisibility.
You actually, Snurp doesn't see anything either. He's just hearing things.
Oh, he doesn't see him either?
Nope. You guys don't know if he found the book or what. He's just behind he's behind a log in a very specifically placed spot right now.
Okay.
So what this is call it a contacts book of sort. It's my little black book. It's a small thing, really. It won't do much for you, but you'll learn more from it in time. Study it well. But I'll require your work in return. First thing I'm going to need from you is I have a need of a resource for a contract with a client of mine. I need you to secure for me. Excuse me. If you think to ignore this, your powers can be gone like that. And when he says that, just quiet, and you look down, the book's gone.
Where'd it go?
Nothing. It's quiet.
Oh. Man. Cool stuff. This guy. Oh, darn.
And here I was thinking gnome souls for pew-pews.
Okay, fine.
Fine, what?
What?
And it just cracks back into your ear.
What do you want?
Not much.
And as he says that, the book just kind of reappears in your hand as if you had it the whole time.
Oh.
First thing I'm gonna need something simple. I'll need the skull of an innocent. You'll know when that works. And I'll need you to carve the symbol on page 5 in the forehead of the skull and to put it into a fire. That's it.
That sounds easy.
It must be the skull of a truly innocent who is wronged. You will know when you have a good one. You have one.
Out of game, I have an
I was
idea.
about to say, out of game, I know one.
Yeah, I can think of one that was wronged.
Me?
Yeah, but no metagaming, motherfuckers.
No, I'm not going to.
I know, I'm joking.
Ragnar's walking to skin a bear. He's got no idea what the hell's going on.
Wait,
The bear was pretty innocent.
do not disappoint.
And with that,
Snurp.
the voice is gone.
Yeah, snurp it. Oh, he gone. Okay. All right, I look for bugs still.
I kind of like very twitchy during the whole thing now.
Right.
Constantly looking left and right.
As you guys are looking around, Snurp looks absolutely more spastic than usual. But you do manage to find an interesting little stag beetle kind of wandering not too far from where you picked up that book. It's maybe about like 2 inches long, maybe about an inch tall.
Nice. I'm gonna put it in a cloth.
Okay.
But before I put it in the cloth, I'm gonna move my hex onto the beetle.
Okay. This purple, dark, black energy just sort of wisps away from like the corpse of that burning knoll and just flies onto this small little critter that just sort of tries to scurry away from you in its hands.
I tuck it in a pocket.
All right. Grognar, you started wandering away. Xanar, you chased after?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think what I'm going to get up to is I'm going to chase after as well. I'm
Okay.
going to try and convince Xanar that my idea of setting that man on fire was in self-defense and was actually also for Xanar's defense. And I'm also sorry for setting him a little on fire. It wasn't
Need a group
intentional.
hug.
I am just visibly pissed at the goblin.
Do I have any healing thing?
I think we just need a group hug right now. Everyone come in, hold hands, and hug each other.
Xanar, I have money. Can I give you money to make this go away?
Just don't promise me one thing. Just don't ever light me or anywhere around me on fire again.
Okay.
Unless those things around me are enemies, then you have my permission to do that.
Okay.
Just no more fire on me, okay?
So you don't want money?
No, just
I'll take
promise
your
me.
money.
I promise with all of my pinkies.
Grognar will take money.
I hate you. I'll take your money to like you.
Oh boy. Friends.
I'll probably give both of them 3 gold. Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. The grubby little goblin hands you guys a couple dirt-covered gold coins.
Have I taken a bath recently?
I don't think any of us have taken a bath recently.
I would just imagine I'm dirty, Al.
You're not that dirty, actually, probably.
Grognar looks over the gold coins, kind of nods appreciatively, then pats the goblin on the head. Thank you.
Okay, that's 6 gold from my inventory.
Thank you.
I feel like this was a worthy transaction.
It was a start.
Well,
Yes.
That was before they left. Now I head out. Back to the stump. And I sit on it,
Okay.
pondering how much friendship the rest of my money can purchase me.
I don't need friends, spell. I've got money.
By the way, do we want to do a short rest?
Grognar okay for now.
I feel like we've been doing stuff that would constitute as a short rest anyways.
Strips over on the dais looking at the spear. And looking at the hole. And looking at the spear. And looking at the hole.
That seems pretty intense.
And then looking at the people that walked away. And then looking at the hole.
Oh yeah, that's probably going to do some damage to you. Remove 20 health.
Speaking of damage, is anybody injured?
I seem fine.
I'm a bit damaged, but
Grognar's pretty hurt, but I'm gone.
I could heal from a short rest.
Yeah, somebody set you on fire, didn't
Save
they?
some spell slots.
Okay.
So short rest, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good
Sure,
with
that
that.
sounds cool.
Alright.
Okay. You guys can take a short rest, roll a few of your hit dice if you would like to.
Okay.
God damn it, I forgot. I need to check wizard rules on how I do spells again for short rests.
How do you restore in a short rest?
Okay, that's
Alright, short rest. You can use one of your...
okay. I'm at a respectable amount right now.
If you hit short rest on your character, I believe it tells you the number of hit dice you can roll. And you can roll up to the number that you have available in a day
Underneath where it
and
says
gain that much health back.
there should be some little check boxes. Yeah, there are little boxes underneath where it says monk.
No.
No, just check. Just click
Oh,
the
shit.
box. Take
So-
short rest.
While we're doing this short rest, I want to try and fiddle with the spear to see if I can determine if it's magical or not.
Okay. Are you trained in Arcana?
Guys,
I
and
am.
Okay, make an Arcana check.
Roll 3 of these.
17.
17? Okay. As you kind of play around with the spear a little bit, and just kind of looking at it and comparing it to like the ruins around you, you're not super versed in like, traditional magic thought, but you've been around it enough to get a feel for what things are. And it feels to you innately that this obviously goes into the slot. You figure that out pretty easily, and that it feels ritualistic to you. But it also feels like there is some innate magic in the spear as well, of a similar vein to that of which is on the ruins around you.
Okay. Guys, I think I should put the spear in the hole. Do it.
Mm,
I say do it.
hold on, though. Do we even know what's going to happen if we do that?
Nope.
Grognar doesn't
Why
know.
not?
I'm gonna position myself over on the other side.
Yeah, I'm gonna take cover in like these trees over here.
Grognar, sit right here.
I'll be over here.
Already taken one fireball. Can take another.
Alright, here goes nothing.
I look at Phelan to see if Phelan moves.
No, I'm standing here.
And I put the spear in the hole.
Okay. Give me 1 second here, if you could, please. I'm trying to find something. I was hoping to find it while you were talking, but I could not.
I put it in very slow motion.
Thank you. Sorry. I'm spacey today. I'm fucking fucking tired.
And now we start playing some Marvin Gaye. Oh yeah.
Is there any way I can increase my height?
Grognar can.
He can.
Grognar can enlarge.
Oh,
Giggity?
So,
somewhat vulgar.
you lower the spear slowly into the slot, and as it gets probably about like an inch away, it suddenly kind of yanks from your grip and flips down into the slot.
No! I did a
Um,
thing!
Did you throw it in there?
As
No!
that happens, it just like kind of like magnetically went and landed right into it. And as that happened, the rock kind of drops down maybe about like a couple inches and sort of starts turning clockwise slowly.
I kind of get down on my hands and knees, like paddle along with it. I follow in the same direction that the thing's turning.
Now that I see it's in there, I'm gonna kind of like come up here, still behind the cover. Am I able to see over the cover? I'd imagine it'd be tall enough for that.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to get back to the right tab here. Which one did I fucking roll funny in?
Grognar just looks like he's enthralled with a stage performance as it's going on.
Sorry, yes, you probably have about, well, it's like 2 or 3 feet tall. It's not that tall.
I'm like gonna be kind of crouching just in case for cover.
I mean, you're a big dude, but yeah, you're pretty tall.
I'm kneeling right now.
Yeah. The rock probably makes like about a quarter rotation, and then it suddenly starts to, along where the spear was, and there's some inscriptions along it. It turns out it actually starts to crack along the length. Not crack, but almost seems to separate. And the rocks sort of start to move aside, revealing what seems to might be a chamber down below it.
Oh.
And as it kind of rumble across sideways, a few. Actually, I'm gonna ask Snurp and Phelan to make.
Before you do that, can I cast light on a rock and drop it in?
This is as it's opening, so
Okay.
you're doing it afterwards. But I'd like to ask you both to please make. Oh man, why is my brain today?
Dexterity.
No, wisdom saving throws, please.
Fuck. Okay. Well, that was fortunate.
Snurp, okay. I hope. 19.
22.
22. Okay. As you guys are opening this, and you're kind of starting to look down, Phelan, you cast light on a rock and you start holding it over the edge. But as you're about to drop it, a flurry of small, light, white, blue lights come flying out of this hole. And a couple of them start to almost pass right through you guys. One impacts Snurp directly in the chest. But
Icky, bright!
Snurp, as it hits you, it almost feels like somehow inside of you, you feel repulsed, but it's not you. And this blue light comes flying out, ejected almost at like 80 miles an hour in a random direction with a black wisp of energy after it. Phelan, as one of the blue lights hit you in the chest, it impacts and goes through and then comes around right in front of your face and dangles for a second.
Have I ever seen anything like this?
Make a Arcana check.
It's like some Indiana Jones shit going on here.
Oh, look at the lights.
Just close your eyes. Close your eyes, Marion.
Grognar's staring intently.
I got hit by the icky, bright.
These aren't the dead lights.
You
That
didn't.
suck.
I rolled a 17.
17? You're not totally sure, but they seem to be. They might be spirits of some sort. And as this blue light just kind of hovers in front of your face for a second, it takes a moment, and then it just sort of flies off again. A few more start flying off in random directions. Kind of, it seems like they're almost like escaping out into the forest. Xanar, interestingly of note, Make a perception check.
Perception. Try. Okay. 3.
Okay. One of them goes flying straight towards your face, and you just instinctively duck, and you don't know where the hell it went when you open your eyes again. From the rest of this guy's perspective, this goes on for maybe about 10, 15 seconds as these little blue lights are just flying out in every direction. A couple more seem to now stay away from Snurp, and they seem to occasionally flutter around Phelan for a second before continuing on. And then after a few seconds, it's done.
Well, they liked you.
Grognar starts clapping.
Good, they don't want him near me. Bah.
I dare say if I could end our shows like that.
Okay. I have
Awesome.
no idea what the hell that was. Can we see a way down into that chamber?
Do you want to drop your rock in there?
Yes.
As you drop your rock down into this hole, it seems to actually only go maybe about 10 feet. And interestingly enough, at the bottom of the hole, there seems to be the form of a woman curled up almost in the fetal position, seemingly covered by roots, completely covered almost head to toe. It just seems to be the form of a woman, almost like encaptured in roots. Seemingly alive in flesh color and all that, seems to be breathing slowly, and is currently... It just seems like she was like captured here. It looks recently, but you can't really tell what's going on, but she's just in a fetal position down at the bottom of the hole, maybe about 10 feet down.
I'm gonna go ahead and drop in and go and take a look at her.
As I see her drop in, I'm gonna run up and see what's going on.
Before you go,
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of like hunch over, like to hide the book from everybody. I'm gonna flip to a quick page. I'm gonna like read it real quick. Okay. I'm gonna put my hand on Phelan and go, Snurp, believe in you. Pat, pat, pat. I'm gonna cast guidance on her.
Thank you.
Phelan, it feels... While you feel slightly, like, encouraged, you also feel a tinge of nausea at the corner of your mouth. And a little uncomfortable with it, but you do feel an encouragement.
Okay, thanks. I'm just gonna go ahead and jump in.
All right. You jump down. It's not that bad of a drop. It just seems to be like there doesn't seem to be any like way to get up or down normally. It's just a 10-foot hole, and you land to the side of this figure of this woman covered in roots. There's no response.
I'm gonna touch her.
Okay.
Like, touch her, see if she's warm. Maybe it'll elicit a response.
As you gently kind of like lay a hand on her shoulder, she kind of adjusts a bit, almost as if sleeping, and you feel her body is warm, almost a little bit warmer than you'd anticipate, and she kind of adjusts a little bit in the vines, and the roots around her actually kind of seem to curl up a little bit more around her.
Trying to think. She doesn't seem injured or anything, just sleeping.
Make a medicine check. If you have guidance, you can use it now.
Okay. What exactly does guidance do?
Dextra D4 on your roll, right, Snurp?
Yes, D4.
I'm gonna need it. Not bad. Wait, that was a D6. My bad. Wrong thing.
I guess.
I got 15.
Okay. Brief glancingly over, she doesn't seem to have a single scratch on her, minus in the back of her back, somewhere along the spine seems to be a bit of a scar. Seems like almost like a 2 inches long, kind of thin-ish, and sort of a bit of veins and stuff poking around it, but it seems like it's older. But no other signs of injury along there. You do note too that minus the plants and stuff that are covering her almost head to toe, she doesn't seem to be clothed or equipped with anything.
I'm gonna. Let me see here. I'm gonna pull the blanket out of my backpack. Since she's not clothed, I'm gonna try and move the roots off of her and cover her in the blanket. Try and move her away from them.
Make a strength check.
While that's happening, I'm gonna get a closer look.
Yeah, Ragnar, as you kind of peek your head over, you do end up seeing this scene.
18.
It's a weird sight. 18. As you reach out to start pulling on the roots, you grab one of them near her leg and you pull really hard. And then suddenly, a hand is out on yours, grabbing your wrist very firmly. And as you look up, her eyes are wide open. A pale green light kind of shining from them. She's staring directly at you.
You had to touch it, didn't you?
What languages do you speak Phelan?
Common, Elvish, Goblin, and Sylvan.
Okay. In Sylvan, she's staring you right in the face, and she goes, "What are you doing? Where am I?"
You're in a hole. I was trying to free you from these roots. Are you okay?
Her grip loosens, and her eyes fade a little bit, and they kind of go back to kind of a dull green. And she looks around. You released me.
What happened to you?
As this happens, I pull out a rope from my bag and just kind of throw it down so when they want to come up, they're ready to, and we got a way to come back up.
You know, I'd be pretty happy if I had my rope still.
What happened to it?
Phelan, as you're speaking to her, she's almost half paying attention as she's looking up at you and your comrades, and you're kind of looking at her. She does seem to have some elven features, but as she's looking up at your friends, she looks very confused, it seems. And she's kind of looking around. I was sorry. I suspect I might have been here for a while. Who are you?
My name is Phelan. The people at the top of the hole are part of the group I'm traveling with.
Grognar waves.
You have very odd gnomes with you.
You have no idea.
Grognar looks sad.
I'm
Start
making sure to cover with the blanket. If you give me a moment, I might have some extra clothes in my pack.
Oh, no, it is fine. It's not needed. And as she kind of gets up, the roots kind of clear away, but the brush and the foliage that was around kind of forms up and latches onto her. She's almost got a full, basically what would be almost like a cocktail dress, basically made up of brush leaves and kind of basically random little foliage and stuff that comes from the roots around her kind of form up.
Poison ivy, killer with fire.
That is an amazing ability. I would love to learn it.
Oh.
What do you say are you hungry? Or thirsty? We have stuff, and
I would like to know what's going on first before I trust any of you.
I have no idea. We one of my friends, Snurp, stuck a spear in
A hole.
the hole of the pedestal up above us. It opened to reveal a bunch of blue sprite-like spirit things, and you at the bottom of this hole.
Oh, my wisps! Did you catch them?
I did not.
Ah,
I had never seen them before.
So I assume these guys are still speaking Sylvan, correct?
Yep.
yes, she's still speaking Sylvan. If any of you don't speak Sylvan, you have no fucking idea what she's saying.
And while this is happening, I'm gonna pull out my water skin, try to pass it down to Phelan or the other person, see if she wants it.
As you reach down with the water skin, she kind of takes a couple steps back and stares up with you, and her eyes kind of alight green a little bit. And she kind of holds her hand against the wall behind her.
Okay, I draw back and Phelan, can you just let her know I have some water here if she wants it?
I will. don't worry, they're friends. He was just offering water.
What is he?
I opened up the water skin and I drank some of it myself, and then I just kind of offer it again.
We're a very motley group. We have.
Grognar just nods at the motley group.
You don't understand this.
Damn it, that's right.
Yeah.
You guys, if you don't speak Sylvan, you have no idea what they're talking about.
Honestly, Grognar, though, could just be nodding along.
He could be.
Pretending like he understands.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I find myself traveling with a dwarf, a lizard man.
Wait. Before they finish, I jump down and strike a pose.
Okay.
A goblin.
She is going to, as soon as you get down there, Azure, she is going to rip out from the wall of this cave a big clump of the vines, which immediately solidify into almost like a hard staff.
Definitely gonna run a little.
You just jump down into the hole. It is a 10-foot wide by 10-foot tall hole.
There's not much to run.
Nope.
Yep, there goes
We're
the
gonna
goblin
hide
again.
behind people then.
Oh, wait. Just stay put.
Okay.
Sylvan, it's okay. He's with me. I step between them.
She's breathing a little heavy. Make a persuasion check.
Good job, Rhea.
10.
And she's going to let's see what she does.
Good job, Womble.
Way to fuck everything up.
We had this, damn it.
I can't help being who I am.
Athlon or Womble, make a dexterity saving throw.
Alright, well, Womble died at the bottom of a hole on July.
no!
Oh my god, he died in a hole!
That's 12.
12. All right. She reaches out and slaps the wall behind her again, and as you're kind of backing away against the wall to try to get your distance from her, the roots around you suddenly spike out from behind you, wrap around your torso and your throat, and pull you against the wall, like really fucking hard.
Can
And
I
they
use
start
burning
pulling
hands to get
your
out?
throat in against the wall and immediately cut off like any oxygen supply.
I turned to Lizard Man. I like this girl.
Can I use?
I'm just gonna smirk.
She
Please.
looks at Rhea and goes, she looks at Phelan and goes, "Who's this? What are you doing here?"
Please let him breathe. I promise you, we're not gonna hurt you.
She's looking around.
Nobody in my party will hurt you.
Meanwhile, starts getting ready to throw a firebolt at the roots holding Azure.
In common, I tell everybody, guys, step back, give her some space.
Oh,
I step back and give it space.
I go backwards a little, but I'm still holding one end of the rope in case they still want to climb up.
Okay.
Okay.
Do the rest of you guys back up?
Yeah, I'll back up.
So I'm released now.
She's still got a chokehold on you. She stares directly at Phelan. Phelan, make one more persuasion check with advantage since your friends are actually helping. Xana, did you back up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, John did too. He's just
John's putting up
18. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, my second roll was an at 20.
Okay. She kind of stares at you, and her eyes kind of lose that green glow a little bit, and Wombo, you can finally breathe, but she doesn't completely let you go from the wall.
I give them a scornful glance.
Her eyes kind of dim.
Be calm. God, I feel like I'm freaking dealing with velociraptors.
Bitch, be cool.
Rengar, can you get Womble or help him out of the hole if I can get her to let him go?
Sure. I'll get him out, I guess. I'll pull him out if I can.
Okay.
You reach down, just kind of flinch back a little bit, but as she kind of sees that you're reaching for him, she does loosen the vines so that you can get him out.
Okay.
All right.
As soon as the vines are loose, I yank him right out.
Hold on. Well, I haven't given attached him to the rope or anything. Womble, are you injured? Are you okay?
Just a little choked. Nothing I ain't used to.
Can you make your way up the rope and to Zangar?
Yeah.
Okay. Please do so. Just be careful.
Thanks.
Just hold on to the rope. I'll pull you up.
I'm still holding onto the rope too.
So wait. Can I use self-disguise to look like a small version of this new person?
Oh no!
You certainly could if you
God.
wanted to.
Oh god.
I say go for it.
I've noticed.
Please no.
We're all gonna be killed by this.
He's allowed to do whatever he wants.
Do you want to do that, Waffle?
No, I'll save this for later. I could also use it to look like a version of Grognarp would actually have a beard.
Oh
That would hurt.
no!
Damn.
That's cold.
Fired.
I thought we were friends, Womble.
I remember that you said when I was getting choked.
Xanar, as you pull the vile little creature out of the pit, she does kind of let go a little bit. She still kind of holds onto that staff, looking around, kind of like, "How do you creatures are very strange." Last thing I recall, I was performing my prayers over the site. Is there an echo?
There is an echo.
Someone has an echo going on.
Yep.
Who am I gonna beat up?
No, that just really screws me up in my brain.
It's Rhythm Bot.
Bird.
Okay. Anyway, okay, that really messes me up when I can hear myself with a small delay.
I know.
Which one of us is echoing now?
Hello. I think it's you guys. I think it's John and Rhea.
Yeah, John and Rhea,
Here,
or
I'm gonna put headphones on so I can hear him. You can. Do you have your headphones plugged in?
Not to the computer.
Okay.
Give
me 1 second.
All right.
Thinking. How do I?
Okay. You can.
Blah. Oh no, that works too. Okay.
Hey.
She kind of looks around and she goes, "This is all very strange. I was doing my prayers over the site, and the thing I remember is that we came under attack, and I don't recall what happened. I do not recognize most of your kind. Your ears are also very short, which is strange. What year is it?"
Is she above with us, or is she still in the hole?
She's still in the hole. She's still down the hole with Rhea.
and still
Yeah,
talking in
well,
Sylvan, so we can't hear any of this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What year?
I don't know what actual year it is, so I just tell her whatever year it happens.
It's year 505.
It's year 505, and all of my people have the same ears.
She looks at you very confused with like one eyebrow just cocked all the way up. I don't think that's right. It was... you can assure me that your friends won't... I mean, I guess you suppose you got me out of here. I'm sorry, I'm just very confused and very scared. I will, see what I can spot. Can you please help me out of this hole?
And I assure you, I promise you, none of my friends will hurt you, and I'll even go up first.
I believe you. I'm sorry for my harsh reaction. That
was wonderful. I also traveled with a lizard man, a kobold, a dwarf, Zagnar, as you can see at the top of the hole.
I've heard of lizard men, but I don't know these other people you speak.
She doesn't know what a dwarf is?
You'll see when we come out of this hole. I'm going to go ahead and climb up.
Okay. And if she climbs up and you guys kind of give some space, this figure climbs up after and kind of looks around.
I'm hiding behind the dwarf.
Okay.
And the dwarf just waves again.
She kind of stares at you for like a second, Grognar, and just kind of looks over Phelan and then looks over at Grognar again, like kind of raise her hand like in the similar way and just kind of looks at what you're doing and kind of like mirrors it.
Grognar smiles and nods.
What is that one saying to me?
That he's saying hello. He's waving to you. His name, that is Grognar. He is a dwarf. And I apologize, I did not get your name.
Oh, I am Clavia.
I'm sorry?
I am Clavia.
Livia.
Clavia.
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 Okay. Hey, guys, this is Clavia. She has no idea how long she's been in that hole. So
Curtsy.
please be calm.
She kind of looks at the curtsy and kind of like tries to mimic it awkwardly as well.
I give her a thumbs up.
She kind of like stares at your thumb for a second and puts hers up as well. I
Put
think
my other thumb up.
she is also giving you another thumbs up. In a very innocent, confused manner.
I start putting my rope away.
Okay. She kind of stares at this group like, and now she's finally actually looking out around you guys. And she kind of sits there for a moment, just quiet for maybe a few seconds.
I only like look at her when I think she's not looking at me.
Gotcha. Yeah, you sneak a few looks. She's very attractive. She's got very long, kind of thin features, but she's also she seems like she's well built in that she looks like she is, of a fit figure, but definitely is not like weak, but also is very like lithe in frame. Very long features, very long nose, ears very long and pointed back. They're actually long enough. They're probably about like 5 inches in length from center to end. A little bit longer than elves that you normally do. So you're not 100% sure exactly if she is elven or what's going on there, but she definitely looks really odd and out of place. As she kind of looks around a little bit, she stops for a second. I'm afraid I may have been in this hole for a long time. Oh! Your large one actually has, one of my wisps yet. And she kind of points, like, cautiously towards Xanar.
What? Alright, what? What happened?
She says you have a wisp. I'm not sure. I think it's one of the blue things that flew out of the hole earlier.
I just kind of stand there, like, looking very carefully, very still as possible.
Back to her.
She looks at Phelan again. Would it be okay if I checked?
She wants to check. Is that okay?
I suppose it's fine.
Yes, go ahead.
Famous last words.
I'm just gonna be as still as possible because I saw what the hell she did down on the
Apple,
hole.
I'll make a death saving throw. I'm just kidding.
Oh no!
She walks very carefully over towards you.
You accidentally sneeze and are turned into a statue.
She walks very carefully over towards you, and then she kind of walks around you, and she kind of seems to... She looks at you for a second, like, to be like... She's trying to be polite, it seems, but she doesn't know how to communicate that. She just stares at you for a second, and then gives you, like, the 2 thumbs up.
I take one of my thumbs and give her a thumbs up and like a weird smile.
She smiles awkwardly back and then nods, and then she kind of walks behind you. She reaches into your backpack, and she pulls out one of those old horns that you kept from your pet bull from the farm.
Oh wait, no, the bullhorn is strapped onto my belt, remember?
Okay, sure. Sorry. She reaches onto the belt and slips that out of its holster. And as she's kind of grabbing it, you can see there's a small pale blue-white light from inside of it. And she kind of looks at it. And she almost about to start to talk to you, but then she's like, oh. And then she turns back to Phelan. It seems that this one has found a kindred spirit. I think I will leave it here for now. It's bad omen to interrupt a wisp who's found one to bind.
A wisp that found one to what?
It's found someone to bind to. It's
Bind to.
Oh.
It found a kindred spirit that it can. It's hard to
So Zagnar, apparently you have a new friend. she's not taking it from you, as apparently it's found you to bind to.
Okay.
So
Is it
you have a good
safe?
friend. I don't know.
Is it safe for both me and the wisp?
I'll translate directly.
Is it safe, are you asking?
He's asking if it's safe for the wisp and for him.
Oh, yes, it's actually very safe. What actually happened is more like the wisp has it has found the spirit of a spirit who it's found another spirit who wishes that it could do what the wisp could, but lacks the strength. So the wisp lends its own. Here, I will show you.
I'm translating exactly what she's saying.
All right.
All right. She takes the horn and she kind of takes a few steps over and she puts it down on the floor. She then kind of walks around it in a circle with her staff out, kind of dragging it on the floor. And in a few seconds, the blue light starts to kind of increase from it and shimmer. And after a few seconds, as you guys kind of all backed up from this, a light blue, somewhat spectral form starts to emerge from it. And for a brief moment, you can swear it's that bull from back home. And it just kind of sits there and stares at you for a second, Athlong, and just kind of beats its foot on the ground a little bit and kind of wags its head, and then it just disappears again.
And while that was happening, I'm just walking over to it, just kind of like dumbfounded, because I do recognize the bull.
And then she picks it back up, and she walks over to present it to you and looks to Phelan to translate. He goes, he will, I believe his intention is to keep you safe. I would treasure this. It's rare that you find a spirit companion who tolerates a non-tender, but this is very good. You should be honored to have such a friend.
After the whole light show's over, Grognar just claps again.
What does this mean? And she starts clapping too.
I want
They're
to.
appreciating.
Oh, very well.
So any conversation that she has or that anybody wants to have with her, I'm just going to translate straight one-to-one.
Okay.
Essentially, we could just directly talk to her at the moment, right?
Yeah. Just for expediency.
Okay. And I just have a tiny little tear in my eye, and I thank her.
Oh, do not thank me. It was the Wisp's choice to help you, not mine.
But I got to see Hector again. I don't think I'd be able to see him if it weren't for you.
I do not believe it was my help,
They
but
can't talk.
No, the one-to-one translation, Ria's doing that.
Oh.
Come on, Avon.
It's Azure!
It's Azure.
Chris, you know that I have problems.
Yeah, I know. They begin with the same letter.
Thank you. I'm glad you understand. It was not me. Your spirit was always there. The Wisp's just lending some strength.
Do I have the bullhorn back?
You do. She gave it back to you. You're kind of holding it. You're cradling it in your hands right now. That blue light has kind of suffused and kind of spread out to the horn. And it's kind of faded to almost nothing now.
Oh, okay. So the etchings I made in it before, they're not like glowing blue or anything. Just
they got a little tint to it.
So I'm not gonna put it away right away. I'm just gonna hold on to it a lot longer.
I'm gonna wander over to Phelan and hand her one of my rations and just kind of nudge her, like, to give it to her. See if she wants food.
I'll offer the food. He's offering some food if you're hungry. And we have plenty of water as well.
Oh, this is food? And she kind of stares at it. It's like you guys are basically giving her hardtack.
Yeah, it's traveling food. It's easy to pack and nutritious when you're on the move.
Oh, okay. And she takes like a bite out of it, and she chews, and her face kind of like screws into like a weird corkscrew, I'm sorry, this is terrible.
You get used to it.
I will take some of that water.
I hand her a water skin.
Thank you. Oh, that is awful. I feel very bad for your kind.
This isn't the worst.
Does she Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I would say, does she recognize the spear?
Oh, God, I'm sorry. I'm very distracted by a blue gnome. Yes, that is a... Oh. Well, it was a beautiful ritual device, but it looks like it has been tainted over the years.
Is it possible to remove the corruption?
She walks over to it, and she kind of, like, removes it from its stand a little bit and kind of just hefts it for a little while. I'm afraid not. It looks like this has been used too many times to take too many lives. It is a shell of what it once was, but it is still got some of its latent ability.
What kind of ability?
Oh, well, it was something used to restore vigor to people. It used to be used freely, but now it seems that it only works under certain conditions. I'm not sure what, but its energy is diminished.
Oh, no spits on it. That's what happened.
That is disgusting. I do not know what a knoll is, but why would you spit on this?
And I point down at the charred corpse of the knoll at the foot of the stairs.
Sorry, can you repeat that? My computer just decided to sleep for a second.
I point at the burned knoll at the foot of the stairs. That knoll.
Oh, that is awful. I'm sorry. May I deal with that quickly, please?
Go right ahead.
Okay. And she walks over and she kind of starts walking around it with her staff as you guys are kind of sitting there watching. And slowly but surely, the ground's kind of sprouting roots and stuff, and is almost like dragging that burnt, crispy fried corpse into the dirt. It's taking a bit, but it seems to be slowly like breaking it up and pulling it into the earth.
That is instant fertilizer.
Good riddance.
What deity do you follow?
Excuse me, the translation is weird. I know the lizard men had a god of sorts that they followed, but we had no such thing. We worshipped our Lord, but we did not worship a deity like the primitive lizard folk.
Let me
Blink,
Fired.
Where do you derive your abilities with the earth?
Where else would we derive it from but the earth itself?
Interesting.
Goodbye, random person.
That was
Whoa.
me.
That was Rio. Okay.
I got moved to somewhere else.
AFK.
You're still over. You're good.
There we go.
That'll keep happening.
She kind of just looks off into the distance, a little lost looking.
I
Take her back to town.
I don't even know if that's a good idea.
Well, Snurp know that.
I've never seen people like her, so I have no idea.
We should ask her.
Think.
Possibly.
Does she not know most of where these races come from? She must be very old.
Yeah, she's heard of lizard men, but the rest of us, she's not familiar with.
Yeah, but that was when we were starting out.
That's
It was
fair.
a long time ago.
Make a history check, John.
A history check? Oh boy. I think that's one of my weaker subjects.
Wait a second.
13, actually.
That means they don't know goblins.
You know that lizard men are some of the most ancient species out there. It predates most history books that you know of. And as far as lizard folk are concerned, they've always been around, but you're not sure. You're not 100% like that much of an expert in lizard history, but you know that they're one of the older races.
Okay.
After
Well, that
how
would
long?
tell me that she's definitely old.
Can I make a history check to see if I know how much dwarfs are known?
Sure.
Like how long dwarves have been around?
Sure.
I wanted to do the same.
18.
Oh, okay. 18 dwarves. I mean, by are no means like a new race, but you know that in at least the old folklore, like the ancient legends of time before time and all that bullshit, that dwarves entered this realm definitely not first. There were others before them, and dwarves were in the mythological stage a relative newcomer. Probably one of the later of the races, not by a far shot, but 60% back in line as far as races that came along. Oh, you can check for goblins too. Go ahead and make a goblin history check.
Goblin history check. My
I think
favorite.
goblins wrote books.
Hey,
They tell stories.
we're cultured, unlike you.
That would hurt.
Oh shit!
I didn't have to say a thing. I just let the roll speak for itself.
13.
Nothing but 10.
13.
Yep.
Yeah.
Goblins, from the stories that you were told and that you recall, are not. Oh shoot. Okay, I'm actually sorry. I'm gonna pause 1 second.
Oh shit! This is real lore, not fake lore.
I was like,
Okay, but as you're paused, I will continue to say things.
Guys, they don't know goblins. You know what this means, right? I get to make the first impression.
You already did. It was not good.
They did.
You already fucked it up.
Womble, rub your throat. That was your first.
Hey. That just means that I can put on the moves.
sorry.
You charm them.
My dogs were being a pain in the ass. From what you know from the goblin lore that you have heard in the legends and all that, goblins have always been an underdog. They, from what you can tell, they have popped up and disappeared in history going way back, but you don't have any reference as to any origin story.
Damn. Well,
She actually didn't seem. I'll say this too. She actually didn't seem like she was as confused by your look as scared.
But
Anyway,
So, do you know what this place was called before you were attacked?
this place, as in this temple?
Yes, or this area.
Oh, well, this temple was Eldath's Grove. This area, as in this land, was. I had a name for this. 1 second. Stop making me lore dump, guys. I'm tired.
You bring us an ancient being, of course we're going to ask lore.
I know. This was Eldath's Grove. In this, I believe the term would be not quite accurate to say country. Would have been Eldria.
Did everybody catch that?
Eldriac or something like that?
Eldria.
Is Eldria.
Eldrea.
Well, it's faster now.
Is anybody familiar with that name?
You guys can all make a history check if you want to try.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
Somebody's gonna know.
Oh no, I definitely don't know.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Okay.
horrible.
I had a 16.
15.
I got 11.
Oh wait, no. 14.
Oh,
I don't have any modifier on
I'm
it.
waiting for everyone else to roll.
You're gonna do it.
3.
Oh no! Critical failure.
You don't know shit.
Reading all those
Between the
books or something?
charlatan and Womble, you're both pretty sure it's a type of soup. You have no idea.
You actually forgot something on that roll, but you don't know what it is.
I know I was supposed to think of something.
Is it not called that any longer? I take it.
No.
No, hi.
Sorry, it's not. And I actually am having to pull up the Google Doc to remember the name of where we are.
Dastra.
Oh, we're in. It's called Dastra now.
Oh, that's okay. That does not mean anything to me.
The humans named it.
What? No.
Oh, we don't have a human in our party, do we?
No.
The only thing we don't have.
Because none of us are basic bitches.
Yeah. I pointed at Phelan. Pink
One
skin.
second.
Woof, woof.
I like that. Humans? What are those? Oh god, we don't have a human in our party.
Wait a minute.
Literally, we don't.
Do any of us have a parchment and a pen? We could get Womble to draw a human.
Yep.
We have 7 people in this party and no human.
Wombo, can you cast an illusion?
Oh no.
We technically could.
I could. I don't know if minor illusion will
point-
cover it, but I could try.
I could disguise myself as a pygmy human.
There you go. That'll work.
I also have a disguise kit. I could try my hand.
So
Then she just wondered why the
We're
blue
gonna
gnome was
kind of-
dressing up.
This
look
is
like this, but Phelan sized.
I'm a little sad about the limitations of disguise self. I was planning on disguising myself as Grognar, then cutting off my face to give him the beard.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
It's
That's
just
angry.
an illusion.
It is, so it actually wouldn't work.
Alter self would work.
The other issue is that I can't, like, I have proficiency against illusion, so I wouldn't see anything going on.
No, you just know
There you go,
it.
Grognar, and you hand me nothing. I'm just.
It
What?
would.
necessarily
I
mean
think
you
you would
wouldn't
still
fall
see
for it.
the illusion. You just wouldn't know it's an illusion, is all.
And not necessarily. I think you'd still have to roll for it. You just
Yeah,
are
pretty
better
much.
better at seeing through it.
Yeah.
I think he could tell I wasn't actually him at all, but he would still see me cutting off my face.
That's just horrifying.
That's what I was about to say.
He wouldn't even know I was doing it for him.
He would see him. He would see what is effectively Grognar cutting off his face.
Okay, so can somebody use a spell of some sort to alter their appearance to look like a human?
Don't worry, I'll be a small person.
I'm back. I'm
I
sorry
have a
for the
disguise kit.
Okay,
The
badly.
dog should be quiet now.
I'm gonna use disguise self to look like a mini-me. A small human.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
As you guys are sitting there, Womble just turns into this semi-ugly looking,
Hey, I'm beautiful!
beautiful.
Wait. He didn't describe how he wanted it to look. Describe it. I want him to describe it. I
Okay.
want to know the beauty of it.
So it's gonna be having stylish hair, of course. Much like how stylish hair is now. It's gonna have a beer belly, though. That's gonna be something, you know? I don't want to be too great.
We want to go with average human.
Yeah, I would say most people have a beer belly, you know? That's pretty average. Oh shit, it will
America.
end up... God damn it. It will end up looking more like some sort of strange elf if I keep up this way. And everything else is average human. My hair is average human length.
But we will also press.
Oh God!
Oh my god.
Oh dear lord! But we also
So Womble just transformed into a spitting image of Lord Farquaad.
Yeah, pretty
we
much.
also will preface it with this, but Phelan height.
I translate. So roughly like that. The look varies, but you get the picture.
Oh, they are
Literally.
very hideous.
They are, aren't they?
They
Eh,
how
not
much
much more than
And they've named the country?
They breed like rabbits.
They rule the country.
And so they outnumber pretty much everybody.
Oh my.
Yeah.
I've never done anything bad, so don't worry. It's fine.
How are you planning to deal with this problem?
It's far too late to do anything about it at this point. They're just going to destroy each other eventually.
To them, we're the problem.
Yeah.
This is not the most uplifting news after learning that everyone I knew...
Thankfully, we've been able to live in harmony with them.
Relative.
At this point,
Because
I'm
it
going
really
to start
depends on who
making
you are.
hand gestures.
Dwarves usually hang out in mountains.
What mood the humans are in.
What hand gestures are you making?
So, okay, Padley, lift up your hand. Okay, start with your pinky finger. You curl it, and then you go ring finger, middle finger, index finger, and then you raise them. The lower, raise, lower, in that order. Raise, lower. Okay, all in a wavy motion, like doing the wave. That one.
Okay.
She kind of stares at you, and for a few seconds just kind of looks at you like, so what does this one mean? And she starts doing it the same way.
Okay, I'm also going to lean back a little, and I'm going to make eyes.
Womble?
I'm gonna walk over and smack him on the back of the head.
First of all, how did you tame a goblin?
Wasn't easy.
He was tame when we found him, I think.
Tame is a subjective term.
I think that is correct. You're very smart for a lizard man.
Wait, how did you understand me? I don't speak.
I translate.
Yeah, we're doing
He's
one
translating everything.
I knew it. It wasn't just me.
I had the same problem, John.
We have kindred spirits there.
Yes. Despite being smacked, I'm going to continue.
Womble, what are you doing?
Does she want to go to the town?
Wait, the bagpipe could join in.
No, God, no.
I start playing the bagpipe.
Make a performance check.
Roll a 20. It'll be the best performance of your life.
If she destroys it using roots, it's your fault.
I stab the bagpipe with my dagger. I don't do that.
Only
I
with
think
the
very
natural
hard
one.
about doing it.
I rolled a 13.
Oh,
Why is everybody rolling like mid-tens?
this sounds like the mating call of the Gillivan goose.
Well, you're not wrong.
Is he looking for a mate? I am not interested.
You're also not wrong.
This is terrible.
I start dancing around a little bit.
Well, he is definitely looking for a mate. I am not looking.
No, it's
Don't
version
worry, I don't
of
think many
music.
are interested anyways.
I really want us to find a Gilvan goose now and him attempt to seduce us.
So there is a town not too far from here. It's run by humans, but it's relatively safe.
Oh no, that sounds dreadful. I am, I suppose well, first I need to try to recollect those wisps.
Do you
It was
have a
quite
home?
unfortunate for them to leave, but I suppose they were bored.
I point in the direction that the one just fucked off in. Like,
The one went that way really fast.
I can see why. You are not of a pure light.
I look up at the sky like, too bright, too bright.
Not very bright either. I can stay here and try to get a bearing of what's going on. I'm far more comfortable away from any sort of town of these humans you're talking of.
Yeah, I
Do you
slurp
need
too.
anything? Is there anything we can leave with you?
You rescued me, that is enough. I am in your debt.
Money I could sell garbage.
Though I do not know how to repay you now. but please come back and check with me later. I suppose for now I'll just find out how to get used to this new world I find myself in.
How are we able to find you? Are you going to be here, or do you have a home to go to? I mean, I guess it might be
This is
stretch.
my home. Before I was sealed in this prison, it seems like. I lived here for 337 years, very happily.
Well, then I'm assuming you will be here when we return.
Oh, yes, of course. I would like to start repairing damages done if I can. You can take that, though. It is well beyond tainted. She stares down at the spear.
Grognar grabs it.
It might still prove useful. I'm not sure, but it could be worth a try.
Grip is very disappointed he didn't get to it first. Then realizes it's probably too big for Snurp to use anyways.
Oh, wait. The seed.
I pull Grognar pulls the seed out with the pot because I think I have the pot too.
Do we still have the letter?
And I think I do have the letter. Yes, I think I had everything in the pot, and I was holding on to it.
Oh.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I do not understand the language that this is in, but
Translator, yeah.
It's in Sylvan.
Oh, it wasn't Sylvan. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yep. Oh, I do not know who wrote this, but this is a wonderful small child's toy. If you plant something in it, it will create an animated plant, like a small bush of sorts. It will be very loyal to you. It is a wonderful pet for children who are learning their ways around the druidic woods.
What I'm hearing is we got a baby Groot.
And what I'm hearing is, sounds like some of you may have encountered one of these in my one shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I am excluded.
It sounds like that's something we should definitely look into. I might
Fun fact.
be a druid.
Fun fact about that, you don't need to use the seed he provided either. It can be whatever type of plant you want.
Whatever.
Do you have any suggestions?
Good to know.
There are many fun things to use. I used a Venuvian trap once, and it was quite loyal. It was very good at killing flies.
Do berries work?
You could do a berry bush, yes.
Oh, no.
It can be very handy, I suppose.
I'm going to reach in and pull out the last.
You pull out the last of the cooked berries.
Yep.
It's cooked, though.
They'll sprout.
But they might still have seeds in them. They're roasted, but the seed might still be there.
The seed might be dead. So I do have
Don't
one last question.
Yeah.
About that pot. Does the plant have to remain in the pot once grown?
Oh, no, it learns how to get out of it. It just takes it some time. It must grow to a point where it can walk out.
This is going to be way too fun.
You need to wait for a while, though. It takes about 3 moons, roughly.
That's not too long.
3 to 4. It depends.
The platform we were standing on, none of us could read it, correct?
Correct.
All right, so I'm gonna ask about the language, what's written on the platform.
Oh, it is actually in an ancient. It's in the Abyssal tongue.
Hey, I knew Abyssal.
You did?
Yeah. I said I had Abyssal, and you're like, oh, you can't read it.
Oh, I missed over that one. Whoops.
By the way, Padley, I'm going to send you a ping.
Okay.
I assumed it was Celestial because that was like the one
That's
thing
what I
couldn't
thought
hear.
it was.
I missed Abyssal. I apologize for that. I guess then, yeah, actually, Chris, as you'd be looking around at it, the language basically speaks. Most of it's like prayers and adorations. Some of it is Speaking of Eldath's Grove, blessings towards his name. It speaks of the holy trinity of balance amongst nature, those who inhabit it, and the earth it covers. And it seems to be like almost like it's like a votive thing. And the words do have a bit of a magical essence to them. As you're kind of speaking them in your head, you kind of feel a little bit of a shiver go down your spine as you're reading them in your head as you're kind of going around. It's mostly just a votive thing. Like it is a list of prayers, basically. To a god called Eldath, which seems to be a very old god of, from what you can tell from these prayers, focused around the idea of balance. But I apologize for missing the abyssal name.
And I sent you a ping if you can take a look at that real quick.
Oh. We'll just say that Grognar, when she's like, it's in Abyssal, and Grognar goes, Grognar knows Abyssal.
Wait. Oh, yeah. I do know that. It's been a while. Just, was out of practice.
Oh, you know that too, Snurp?
No. I do not. Oh. I was putting words in Grognar's mouth.
Little bit. Grognar know Abyssal. I just start reading them. They look like prayers.
Yeah, yes, they are. They were. It's the more. I should say, basic language that could exist of it. This shrine is unique in that it was maintained by myself and several of the. I suppose they are called fiends that maintained this place. Well, so who are you all, and what are you doing here that you got me out of this hole anyway?
All right, group name drop. Group name drop.
We were killing gnolls.
I point at the one that was slowly being buried in the ground.
He's gone. He's just straight up fucking gone. There's a patch of disturbed dirt there, but he gone.
Yeah, I'm still pointing at that area.
Right.
They're roaming bands that can be pretty dangerous, so...
They sound like goblin filth.
They're not goblins. Think big two-legged dog.
I mean, I saw it when I buried them. They look very unpleasant.
They quite are.
So, you and your band just hunt these professionally, or?
Amateur at the moment. Just working our way towards professional, I guess.
Huh.
Do many things.
Well, I was not expecting to be rescued at all. Actually, I could say that I was expecting to be rescued, but as far as I know, I was, awake before I got put in here, and now I am here. Sorry, I am very confused. There is much I must catch up on.
Understandable.
Wait. Are we really leaving this person here?
Why wouldn't we?
Why wouldn't we, dear?
They're in a world they don't even know. These enemies, they just don't know them.
I'm gonna point at nature and I think she is where she knows. At a different time.
I think she'll be fine on her own. She seems more than capable, but
and honestly,
I think what we do need to do is somehow let the people of the nearby town she is of no threat, at least that we suspect that she is no threat.
I wouldn't tell them, to be perfectly honest.
They'll come looking for her.
They'll come looking for her, and has a hard enough time with being here as it is. Just let her go to them eventually on her own.
Both of your ideas are stupid.
Warn her about gnolls. They may come back.
Worst comes to worst, it might be a fun show to watch. I suspect she could probably kill a few of those pink skins.
That's not the point.
It's not?
No, the
Well,
point
we need-
is she's safer here than in the town.
I do agree she is safer, but we have to find a way to get her and the people on good terms as well, I think.
I think we might do more harm than good at this point.
Well, if you don't want people here, we found this place by accident.
Then we don't tell anybody about it.
We also are pretty far from town. Gnolls are known in area. Most people won't be here.
Yeah, so she should be safe from people, or at least humans. And she can defend herself against the gnolls.
I still think I should use sleep on her and we take her with us.
I don't think that went well.
I point the spear at him. Grognar disagree.
Grognar filled with shit.
Well, I have a better idea, Womble. How about we ask her what she wants?
Oh no.
Sorry, what have you all been saying? I do not understand your tongues.
I translate what basically transpired.
Oh. That is a good question. I don't know. I'll be honest, I'm used to serving.
So, Padley, would it be an option for me to cast sleep here, right now?
You could try.
I'm pretty sure we might get killed for that, but let's go.
I just needed to know how much.
We're all in range of the sleep spell, aren't we?
I give him a thumbs up.
What do you need to know, Womple?
I just wanted to know how much freedom I have as an American.
You can do anything you want as your character. There just will be repercussions depending on what it is.
Continue.
Okay. That didn't derail me in the slightest. I will be honest, I'm not ready to know what's going on. I suppose since you are all natives here and you are kind enough to release me, I may have to side with what you may think is best. I'm very used to serving people, but I'm not used to having to make my own decisions. I went with the flow of the world around me.
Take them. I want more party members. I want more little brothers and sisters.
If you wish, you can travel with us. I mean, an extra hand is always helpful. Or you can stay here if you think that would be best.
I am not sure. I could do either. I think for now, maybe I would stay here.
The Snurp was used to serving too. Last place I went, many of my brothers and sisters all died, and then I find these guys. They've been okay to me.
That's good, small blue gnome. I'm very glad. What do they? I suppose I.
She can stay. She can stay.
I think, yeah, let's let her stay for now. Maybe we can stop by when we're passing through again and check in on her. I think for now, we also should. Well, I've seen what she was able to do with the plant life around her. Maybe she can at least conceal herself to prevent any people from accidentally wandering in.
I could do that if you think it is best.
And you were talking about being a servant. Why don't you be your own master for a little while? Decide your own fate.
I did not have a master beyond, the people that I served. It was not like a... Anyway, yes, sorry. I could, yes, I suppose I could try. I could try to see what I can do with the area around here. As I should say, I am in your debt, so if you think of something I can help you with, let me know. I am obviously... nature is my domain. So she seems very awkward when she's trying to brag. Nature is my domain, so if you need help in that regard, just come find me, I suppose.
You think there's any way we could contact you in any special ways of contacting you, or is it just best to come here directly?
Oh, well, many of my friends are able to send messages through the magical channels. Are you able to do that?
I can. Oh, wait, hold on.
I go back to my book and I read.
Well,
That's a very foul little scripture that one has.
I hide it real quick.
Most of you don't catch that he had that.
I'm busy translating.
Hmm.
There are messaging spells that can be used.
They normally don't. I mean, I'm talking out of character, but if memory serves, they're like good. You send it to them.
Yeah, but they can travel great distances and sometimes even take replies.
Snurp have the baby version of that.
Well, I imagine that you all get stronger. I mean, it should not be long. I have no ability to do that. I am specialized in one field, and that is it.
Okay, well, next time we're in the area, maybe we'll drop by, check in on you, see if you're doing fine and if there's anything you need.
That would be appreciated. I would like to see you again once I've gotten my bearings and know a bit more about what is going on. Also, if you could maybe bring me a reference for history, I would like to find out how long I've been here.
I'm sure we can get you a history book.
Yes, that'd be wonderful.
Alright. Are we ready to move out then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think we are.
I really wanted another party member.
Well, I'm sure we'll find one along the way somewhere, Womble.
If we find another person of sleeping, we take them with us.
I think the word you're looking for is kidnapping, but okay.
It's not kidnapping if it's an adult.
Well, we'll see when we come to that.
My vote is let's go finish up the whole bear situation if we can. And head back to town.
Ragnar picks up at that and is just like, yes, let's go.
And
Thankfully, she can't understand that you murdered wildlife.
Yeah, no, I'm basically inferring when she would be translating or not based on who you're talking to.
Amongst the party, I'm not.
well,
Yeah. Alright,
let's go
let's
get
get moving.
And okay, what did we talk about in regards to the Knoll camps again? Like how many Knoll camps there were? Like 2 or so, and did we technically get them both, or just one Knoll collective?
We got 9 Knoll ears, and they pay by 5 of each.
Oh no.
Because the one that got away the first time through the cave, we never found him again.
I assume it was one of these 5, but I could be wrong.
Yeah,
but
I was
then
kind of
what?
with the same assumption, but if he's gone, he's gone.
I'll say Xanar and Snurp make intelligence checks.
I'm
Also
smart.
a 6.
Okay, well, hold on. Let me have a roll. You said insight? Nat 20.
Intelligence, but that'll do anyway. Xanar, Snurp, as you're thinking about it, you realize that you forgot to actually pay attention to what any of the gnolls look like.
Crap.
But Xanar,
We got their genders, though.
you just yeah.
I don't. One will do. Snurp don't.
Don't worry, I informed you. I filled you
Xanar.
in on all possible possibilities.
That's great.
Xanar, you, God damn it. This party just derails me every fucking opportunity. Xanar, you specifically remember the face of each of these combatants since you were just in such a bloodlust rage. You got snapshots of them, and none of them was that sniveling. None of them were that sniveling little coward that ran away earlier.
By the way, I did get a good look at all of them, and the ones here at the camp, they're not the one that ran away into the cave earlier.
Wait,
So there might be a straggler.
There was another set of footprints in the cave. They went one way, they never came back.
I thought that was for in
That was the
regards to the
bear.
bear.
That was
No, that was a different way.
There
One
was
went down.
another way.
One set of footprints went down, never came back up. The
He's
bear was
right.
up. Bear was up, footprints went down.
He's right.
Okay, because I think I asked the same thing that session because I thought that's what we were talking about before, and I was told nope, that was where the bear was. Now I'm confused as all hell.
No, there was actually a whole nother tunnel that we never went down.
Yes.
Yeah, there were a
Quite
couple.
a few.
So do we want to finish exploring the cave
Yep.
and then head back to town?
Yes.
Mhm.
No.
Yep.
Find last Barkman.
Okay, let's go back to the cave. Let's go skin the bear and then resume checking the cave.
Is that a new metaphor for something?
Let's go skin the bear.
It is.
Okay, it's nice to meet you all. Thank you for saving me. I hope to see you soon.
Grognar just waves at her again before he leaves.
She does the
And,
weird wave.
And while holding the bullhorn, I'm letting her know I'm going to take good care of it.
I skitter away as fast as possible.
I give a curtsy and a thumbs up, and I walk.
She gives you the two awkward thumbs up and a smile as well. She seems to like be confident with it, but in a really dorky way. She has no idea what she's doing.
This entertains me.
Alright, let's go.
All right. You guys start walking back. As you guys are walking away, you can kind of see she starts wandering around, kind of running her hands along the walls of the ruins, and she seems...
Oh no, I knocked down the tree. She's gonna get pissed.
She seems distant and kind of sad as you guys are kind of walking away, but at least she's thankful that you guys saved her.
Mm-hmm.
You guys start walking back towards the caves?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys make it back to the entrance from which you guys had left earlier.
So do we just want to head straight to the bear, or do we want to look down these tunnels first?
So the bear was there. The
Yes.
footprints I saw were here.
It's smart to scout before we go, because you don't know if they came back.
All right, yeah, let's have a little look around. So do we want to head down here first?
Yeah.
This trap was already triggered, yeah.
That one
Yes.
was, yes.
Unless someone reset
But
it somehow.
it's been a day, so maybe it got reset.
Maybe someone reset it.
I'm
Can I?
a spell of detect traps or find traps.
Oh, you're casting it?
I am casting it.
What?
All right. Can you read the spell wording out to me, please?
You sense the presence of any trap within range that is within line of sight. A trap for the purpose of this spell includes anything that would inflict sudden or unexpected effect you consider harmful or undesirable, which was specifically intended as such by its creator. Thus, the spell would sense an area affected by an alarm spell, a glyph of warding, or a mechanical pit trap, but it would not reveal a natural weakness in the floor, an unstable ceiling, or a hidden sinkhole. It just reveals that the trap is present. I don't know the actual location of the trap, but
So, we would have seen this trap, but not this floor caving in.
Well, if the floor caving in was meant to cave in, then I would have known about it. But if it was just a natural hole there,
Got it.
then I wouldn't have known.
Something made with intent, malicious intent.
Yeah.
cruel
Exactly.
intent.
Okay. And how long does that last?
That is... It doesn't tell me. Hold on.
It's probably
It gives me 120-foot range, but duration's instant. Damn, that's not as useful as I thought it was.
So you have to be. So it's not something you
I would
hold
like
on
to cast
to.
it while standing here.
Okay. As you walk out there and you cast it, in every direction, you kind of like just sort of scan around, and you can see little outlines of little blue or little green outlines, specifically ones around here of the trap that has been already disarmed. But you just kind of feel that malcontent from it. As you look down farther in this tunnel here, you see one more. You see one more of those pitfall traps here. And nothing in this direction here.
Okay. So, there is at least one more trap. Make sure the one that we triggered yesterday is still disarmed. But there's another pitfall trap further down.
All right, who's going first?
Grognar and Womble are both going.
Well, I can't do both of you, and Grognar's closest, so I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna touch Grognar. Like,
Step careful.
I'm gonna do another guidance on you.
Okay.
So for 1 minute, you get a if you have to roll an ability check, you get a D4 to it.
Ooh.
All right.
Nice.
And what are you guys doing then?
I mean, we're looking for the pitfall trap so that we can avoid it, I guess.
Or
Or do we- Yeah.
You kind of wander down. Make a perception check, both of you, with advantage since Phelan's pointing out where it is.
Okay. Both of us do a perception with advantage.
Yep, I got a 19.
Perception is 17.
19 is enough. Grognar, as you're kind of crawling along, almost on your hands and knees, trying to spot the lip of this, your hand kind of runs through the dirt and the brush, and then at one point you kind of push down a little bit, and you catch where the false ending is.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of feel where they have like a thin, flimsy rag with dirt and stuff kind of draped over this pitfall trap.
And I was like, found it. Avoid this. I just kind of like point at it. And I guess
it just looks like a patch of dirt, but he's got it kind of outlined out for you.
Yep. Just draw like a circle around it.
Okay.
Is there anything of interest down there? Well, I mean, that's what I would ask them because I can't see shit.
Yeah, I'm throwing a stone.
Okay. A light stone? All right. Oh, yeah, you guys can't actually see what's down there.
Nope.
Sorry, I just realized that. As he outlines the trap and he kind of looks around a little bit, at the end of this little area over here, he does wind up seeing basically what looks like almost like a stash of probably like a fistful of it looks like skeletons, some of them wildlife, some of them people, and kind of a pile of like rags and clothes and stuff just sort of heaped in a few little mounds, maybe 2 or 3.
Free stuff.
So we can pretty much see the trap, yeah?
Yeah, I've
he's
outlined it.
I wanna
Grognar-
take my maul and like push down on the trap carefully.
Okay. As you kind of just like push slowly down, there's this tarp with just like dirt and debris on top of it that just kind of gives that fake floor look. And it just sort of slowly starts drooping and eventually just kind of looses. It just falls down. It falls down maybe 15 feet to basically another bed of crude wooden spikes pointed up. Couple little skeletons down at the bottom, and now that thing's draped down at the bottom, and there's just this big gaping hole in the cavern.
Is there like a way around the hole? Can we shimmy?
You
the
can
side?
shimmy along the side of it, but it's a little tricky.
How about I toss someone? Anybody feeling daring and want to try to cross to the other side, see if there's anything worth salvaging?
No tossing?
I won't toss you unless you want it.
What's good? Grognar say?
Grognar have rope in case things go bad. Can tie you to rope.
Snurp nervous, but Snurp can try.
Poor Snurp.
I have an idea. Maybe you can tie the rope around my waist. We'll use me as an anchor. And someone could go across while I find a good position to essentially...
I'll try and shimmy.
How long's the rope?
50 feet.
Okay, so like, if I were here...
How far
5,
across?
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35... Okay, well... If I hang back a little bit, that should give us plenty of space for them to try and get across without falling in.
Yeah, this is using too many brains.
Here.
I'm jumping it.
So tie it to my waist. I'll
jumped
hang
the
on to
pit.
this wall.
Okay, Azure, make an athletics check for me.
Oh my god.
Oh dear.
Athletics.
That one.
No.
12. That's a weird thing to get up for a fucking pitfall.
To get what?
It's a weird number for a pitfall, mostly because I think I just fall in.
You back up and you take a running start, but you kind of fumble at the last moment and you lose your grip and you do fall down into the hole.
Oh god, we already lost
Give
him.
me the other end of the rope. I'm going in to get him.
Oh man, you're going to take 6 points of bludgeoning damage and
That's not too bad.
another
Piercing
13 points of piercing damage.
So wait, how much damage was that?
That's 19 total.
That's all of my health.
Oh,
I'm going into the hole for him.
I rolled max on 3 of the dice.
Failure, success?
Critical failure.
Wait, no, sorry, what?
No, that's just what D&D Beyond says.
Oh, that's because you're currently unconscious. Unless someone can save you, you're kind of gonna start saving throws soon. But basically, you guys see Womble jump across, lose his footing at the last minute, kind of gut check the far end of the hole, and then just fall backwards. And then it just sort of like one of the spikes just goes straight through his shoulder and like almost basically puncturing through a lung as he just sort of slides down it with a bit of a
My limbs.
You're unconscious now, Womble.
Yep.
I'm gonna grab the other end of the rope and start climbing down the
and
hole.
I'm assuming it's tied to me now and I'm hanging
Yeah.
onto the wall.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna use Channel Divinity to preserve life
Okay.
while I'm climbing down.
A holy radiant light just kind of emerges from a very annoyed looking Phelan as she kind of scales down this wall.
I'm actually disappointed you did not use parkour to get down there.
What do you think I'm doing with the rope?
You could have just jumped wall.
No, I'm repelling.
Onto
No.
the spikes?
Parkour.
No, I'm not parkouring on the spikes.
Coward.
Smart. I don't want to end up like Womble.
Well, then you do it, Sir Lizard
You're
Man.
not going to. You're tall. You won't fall as far.
I'm going to carefully, once I get to the bottom, carefully lift him off of the spikes
Okay.
while I'm healing him, so that way it doesn't do more damage.
All right. What are you casting for healing?
So I use the Channel Divinity, which does actually 15 points of health.
So you back your 15 points of health, Womble, and as you're kind of sitting there passed out, you wake up to a spike receding in your chest as Phelan's pulling you up. With a very pissed off look on her face. As she kind of pulls you up and slowly pushes her hand on the spike, patching it as she pulls it off of you.
Wait, don't take it out of me. It looks like I have a weapon.
No, it's coming out whether you like.
But it makes me look intense.
It's gonna
It makes you look dead.
Screw you.
What do you guys know?
Thank you, I guess.
You're welcome. Let's not go jumping over any more holes.
I was so bored.
Maybe allow us to plan out stuff a little more before you literally leap before you look.
Okay.
Poor Womble.
He did that to himself.
He did.
No, all of you did that to me.
I'm gonna go ahead and tie the other end to Womble so they can pull him out. And I'm gonna climb up the opposite side.
Okay. You got the rope on. Well, still make an athletics check for me.
Wait, which one makes that athletic? Who?
Not you. You got pulled out.
Cool.
15.
Valence. Okay, that's good enough. You manage to scramble up to the other side, and with your lit stone, you can kind of see there's just these pile of corpses here. They look pretty fucking old. It looks like they've been left here for quite a while. You can rummage through them if you want.
I can do a what?
You can rummage through them if you really want.
I would like to, please.
Okay, make an investigation check.
16.
16? Okay. As you're kind of digging through here, you kind of pull away this one skeleton from the pile that kind of comes off. It has some tattered ass old leather armor on it, pretty much damaged beyond repair just from the years it's been sitting here. You do, however, grab his backpack, which seems to be filled with, as you kind of pop it open, it seems to have a fistful of like small little sharp instruments to it, a few chisels and stuff. It seems to be a thieves' tools kit. You can add that to your inventory. You also find a sack on him, a sack on another body that's got maybe about 2 gold and 13 copper in it. Continuing to look around, you find some old weapons that are a little bit rusty beyond repair. Probably not worth, probably not worth really patching up or keeping. You do find a Morning Star that's in decent repair that you could take.
I take it.
You also managed to find an old flask. Seems to be filled with, when you pop the cork, it smells, it's like lantern oil. So you do find an oil flask if you want to take that.
Okay.
Other than that, not too much. A lot of ratty clothes. You don't really find any more like bags of money. A few backpacks with just random shit in it. Seems like that most of it's deteriorated or has been eaten. Nothing too amazing in there, it seems.
Okay. Well, it's not a complete loss, so there's that.
Uh-huh.
Nobody died.
My sacrifice was worthy.
Alright, I'm going to take myself and my haul and shimmy across back to the other side.
I throw her back the rope after he's been pulled up, and so she can use that to get back across safely-ish. And I kind of just like I'm pulling on the rope so that way if she were to drop, I can hold her back from falling.
Okay. You guys managed to get her clambered back up. You guys have a bit of a routine in it now, and with Xanar helping, it's basically non-trivial. Or it's basically trivial. You managed to get her back over to the other side, and you guys can collect the items that she's kind of been dragging over with her.
My rolls have been shit.
Do not give the oil flask to the goblin. That's all I ask.
Boss, you need oil flask.
I do need more oil.
Why is everybody against me today?
I'm actually not. I'm gonna go ahead and give the goblin 2 of the gold.
Wait, how
You're my
much?
favorite now.
2 gold.
How much money was found?
2 gold and 3 silver. I'm gonna give everybody else the rest.
Oh boy.
2 gold, 3 silver.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm going to repay my debts. I'm going to give you 6 gold for this. Gold. Yes.
Huh?
Sure thing, buddy.
Who can use these tools? I'm holding up
damn it.
these tools.
Which tools?
Ragnar Thief.
What tools are they?
They're
These
thieves.
Ragnar can use spare.
Okay.
May as well give it to the people who know how to use them.
That was the plan.
Snurp can use them too, but Snurp have a set.
Does anybody need a melee weapon? Specifically a Morning Star.
Probably not Snurp.
Okay, I
Ragnar
can
have plenty.
Okay. Well, I'll keep the Morning Star then, and I'll hold on to the oil flask.
Wait, what
Since
type
my
of...
party can't really be trusted with oil.
I'm curious, what type of weapon is
Alright.
the Morning Star?
Ragnar's going to
considered?
head
Is it-
towards where the bear was after he grabs those thief tools.
Like, is it martial, simple?
Whoa, sorry, Morningstar?
Yeah, I was just curious what kind of. I mean, I could look it up. Hold on, let me.
It
Probably
is
be
a
faster.
martial melee weapon.
Martial melee. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Though you can hang on to it. That's no problem.
Okay, you guys start wandering back.
Yep.
Are you doing anything else in this map before I leave? This is where the bear is, and the south is not explored.
I was going to say, the bear's up over here.
Yep.
I'm up here down south.
Okay. We'll go to Grognar first. One of the claws was destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
You guys didn't get much time to really do anything else with it, I don't think, right?
Nope.
What would you like to take from him?
I kind of want to skin it so I can take the pelt.
Okay.
That's my main goal.
A survival check.
I'll help.
Okay, make it with advantage as he gives you a hand. I'll also note, too, the body has gotten a little gross. It's getting a little bit bloated. It's not the most pleasant of things, so you might not get the best quality pelt here, but it's worth a shot.
Yeah, I went down the tunnel, smelled it, and went out.
I'm gonna go down in here.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And he finds the orphaned bear cub.
Unfortunately, with advantage, I only got a 10.
How many bear cubs are in here?
God damn it, Atco.
Oh no.
Womble, as you do wander into the spot, as you round the corner, there's piles and piles of bones. But in the very far corner, it seems like there's a big mound of what looks like roughed up fur, some old coats, some worn clothes. It's just a big old, it almost looks like it's just like a nest of bullshit. And in the middle of it, there is a small, mewling, sightless bear cub.
Oh.
That's currently just sitting there, its head bobbing, and as it sensed you come into the room, it just kind of starts.
I went down the tunnel. Can I say I am holding one of the stones that Phelan lit up, by the way?
Okay.
It's not going to be worth anything. We should take it back to the grove. You might be able to.
I'm not there.
I want
I'm
a
not
pet.
there. Damn it, I'm not there.
If you're not there, you're not there.
Party member.
I'm sorry, did you repeat that?
This will be our next party member.
And this time I'm actually not disagreeing with him. I'm gonna pull out one of my rations and see if I can feed it to the bear cub.
You hold it out. You hold it out, and it kind of sniffs it. And it kind of doesn't really do anything with it, and just kind of looks back up towards you, and just, with its sightless eyes, and just...
I will tame him.
Can I hear them from down there? Probably not.
I got some bread. It's probably a little stale by now, but I also want to pull it out of my pocket, see if they're interested in it.
Okay.
Do I have any food?
Make an animal handling check once for me.
Can I help him?
Yeah, you can help him all.
That's a 19. That's a 19.
Come on!
You do hear a bit
At
of a
20.
weird noise. Nat 20.
The
okay.
other one was a 19
Did
natural.
they find
As you're
it?
holding out the bread, you kind of stop for a second as you look at the cub, and you realize it's too young to eat solid food.
Oh.
Don't worry.
Crap.
I'll handle
Crap,
this.
crap, crap.
Oh.
Also, is that a thing for bears?
Yeah, they milk.
Huh.
How do you
They're
think
mammals.
they nourish babies?
It, you know, it's not gonna survive without its mama.
Who would kill its mama like this? Poor little fellow.
Should have done that, Egypt, the boy.
Grognar, what did you get for your survival check?
It was only a 10.
This bloated bear corpse, it seems it's just not very nice to have to try to skin these things after it's dead, and it's some of the skin's peeling away a little bit wrong, and
Even
you
if
gotta be honest with yourself at this point, you don't think you're gonna get a very valuable pelt off this thing if you do get anything off of it.
I'm going to take my water skin. I'm going to pour some of the water into my hand and put it in front of them. I know it's probably needs milk, but anything to nourish them, I'm going to try.
Okay, make an animal handling check.
What's that?
Make an animal handling check.
Just straight or?
Yes, just straight.
Okay, 17.
Okay. You kind of hold it out for a bit. It kind of like sniffs, and it kind of starts just sucking on your finger. And you do kind of raise your hand a little bit, and some of the water starts kind of going into the bear cub and just starts sucking a little bit more readily.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that for a little while until it's decided it's had enough to drink.
I'm gonna repeat my from before.
It's not gonna survive. Its mama dead. Its food source is gone.
We can
It's
do
better. It's better. It better put it out of its misery before it starve.
Look, I'm providing
That's
it
fucked
water
up,
to try
dude.
to keep it sustained for the moment. I think if we can at least help it up with a little bit more, a little longer, we might be able to save the cub.
have an idea.
Oh no, John.
No. No.
I hope you're getting smacked.
I'm too busy face palming. No, he does kind of have a point. The maternal instinct thing is a thing.
That's true.
Oh, come on. My maternal instinct is way stronger.
And I think it's adorable, Asher.
Swing it back for a second, Grognar, as you're working on this corpse. You do realize you could probably salvage the claws, and I'll say that you do manage to get, I'm going to say, 12 decent bear claws.
Okay.
Okay.
Those could be worth something. You don't know. You just have an instinct that it might be worth some value.
Question, Padley.
Yes.
Could I use infestation to cause insects to go into this bear's stomach?
That would be an attack thing.
That would kill him. Yeah, that
You would be assaulting it with the bugs. You don't have quite the control of the insects beyond telling them murder.
Damn.
All they do is eat its stomach. It would be a really horrible death.
I
You
think
could
the
put 'em in
bear's
the stomach.
stomach would be faster.
Wait, what?
I think the bear's stomach would be faster and stronger than the insects themselves.
I don't know.
It's
a spell meant to
Let's put it
attack.
this way.
Can
the
we
insects
just
come
not
from the
cast
outside?
spells on the cub? Please?
No, we have to.
You know, I'm going to hear this commotion. I'm going to wander down this cave hall.
I'll say it's fair that you guys all at this point hear some random conversing down this tunnel with an occasional punctuated by the sounds of a frustrated dwarf ripping bear claws off of a corpse.
Ew.
All right.
As you guys around the corner, it's basically Xanar sitting there with the bear cub currently seemingly trying to reach for his hand, even though he's done with the water.
Wait a second.
Meanwhile, Snurp's got his dagger out and like
Wait,
pleading,
this-
like this bear cub is it's not gonna make it. We need to-
Snurp, stop.
What if we give it to the other lady?
I'm gonna give Snurp a piece of gold to put away his dagger.
I look at the gold, I look up, and I say,
No.
Whoa. Wow.
What?
No.
I'm gonna go pee for a second. Continue your debate.
Okay.
Guys, I can help.
Yeah, I already pointed out how.
God, we're not talking about that. Okay, but I do want to hear Ria's idea.
So, in order to feed an infant, you have to give it something soft. It can eat whatever the mother does. It must be very soft. So if we take a ration, soak it in water, and give it the mush, it'll be able to eat the mush.
I'm still thinking we take it to that one lady who we
And
left.
that is the best idea, Azure. I'm sorry, Womble.
God damn, I want more party members.
We can take care of it. It just has to be kept warm.
there's already 7 of us.
But it's probably
20.
easier to take it to the grove and let her raise it.
I like that idea. Let's just make sure it has food right now. I've already given it some water at the very least, but it does need more nourishment than that. So,
Yeah.
I got it. I have the stuff to make it.
Okay.
And we'll wait for Padley to get back.
All right.
I'm still upset I can't just cast infestation on people's stomachs.
Does anybody have a pot?
You cast it on my balls. I don't
Ragnar
think that's
has
stopping
pot.
you from casting it any way you please.
It is special pot that grows friends.
No, not that one. I'm talking about like a cooking bowl or something.
That's all Ragnar has.
Let me check.
I'm back by there.
Welcome back.
What was I
Remember that
hearing
time
about balls?
when I cast infestation?
Bowl.
on
Like
Sagnar's
something you
ball?
put food or stuff in.
Oh, I got you. Okay,
But I did say balls.
He did.
I remember that moment. Finally.
It was a great moment.
What have you been doing here, Ryan?
Just been paying attention.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we have chest
Kinda
armor on
hanging
anybody?
Kind of what?
I'm just kind of hanging out, kind of petting my bagpipe.
Okay. The bagpipe seems to just sit there.
I swear, with how much love you give that bagpipe, it's gonna be turn into a spirit, a
My
very
bagpipe-
happy one.
My bagpipe starts purring a little bit.
Yes.
Very happy.
Padley,
Yeah.
I'm going to use my water skin and one of the leather pouches I have and a ration, and I'm going to turn one of my rations to mush.
Okay.
As she was explaining that bear cubs, so they can eat anything that the mother eats, but it just has to be
Babies,
broken down
period.
and soft.
Babies, period, can eat anything the mother eats.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. So long as it's in a form that they can actually digest.
Yeah, so if it's mush, it'll not only give them water, but it'll also give them nutrients.
Okay. So you are breaking down basically what's like hardtack into small chunks and then just basically shaking it up in a water skin.
Well, actually in a pouch, but I wouldn't contaminate my water skin.
Okay. In like a bag of some sort. Okay.
Yeah.
That could work.
It kind of makes a bit of like a really sad oatmeal kind of consistency.
Yep, that was my goal.
You can try to see if it'll work.
All right, I'm gonna spoon some onto my fingers, and
If there's any way I could help, since I've been already helping out.
may I hold it for a few moments?
Don't pick it up quite yet. Just let it feed from you.
How big is it?
It's probably about, I want to say, like a foot long.
I'm gonna pick it up,
Okay.
and I'm going
It wobbles a bit. It wobbles. It wiggles a bit. It seems a little bit uncomfortable. It's a little distressed. It's kind of starting to.
See, it doesn't like it.
I'm gonna use my cloak to wrap it up tight to me, so that
Okay.
so I don't drop it. and that way it's warm. And then I'm gonna try and feed it some of the mush.
Make an animal handling check with advantage.
Do you or do you not know how to feed baby bears?
Well, I have an 18 plus 3, so...
Sorry, that sentence.
21.
How much did you get, Phelan? I'm sorry.
21.
Wow, okay.
High wisdom.
It takes a couple seconds, but it seems like wrapping up the bear in the cloak and kind of keeping it warm, and then you have to try to kind of guide it to what is this not really that appealing smelling mush on your hands. And eventually it does kind of start basically licking or sucking up the mush that's on your finger, and you kind of start feeding it a little bit more. And over the course of a few minutes, it seems to be eating it. It seems to be kind of just sort of working away at it. A few times you kind of have to urge it on, but after about 5-10 minutes, it seems to have taken down what's essentially half of an entire ration. I'll say from the process of it, you take the entire ration off your inventory since it's kind of a process to make this crap.
Yeah.
But
and that just leaves me a half of one to feed it later.
Yeah, you kind of managed to feed this tiny mewling thing, and it's still kind of sitting in your arms. But when you have it cuddled up in this blanket, it's a little bit less distressed.
So you were saying, Snurp?
After seeing this, I'm gonna throw down my dagger. I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna find a rock and start kicking it.
All right.
Do we just want to? Do we want to finish exploring the cave, or do we just want to go right away to?
We can finish exploring. It shouldn't be a problem.
Okay. Well, I was thinking maybe. Well, one of us should hold on to the cub for now, but it seems fairly comfortable with you. Maybe you hang back.
Okay. I have spells, so I don't need to be up front.
Just make sure we have some stones is all, because I can't see shit in here.
Really?
Very good.
1 year they'll be able to hunt on their own.
Damn.
They got it, dude.
I start muttering something to myself in Draconic.
Oh.
Okay.
I finally wander over here.
Can I roll to understand? Because I speak.
Yeah, speak Draconic. Are you
Yeah,
mumbling
speak
or are you
Draconic, too.
cursing yourself there, Snurp?
I'm mumbling.
All right. Yeah, actually, then, yeah, Ryan and Lizard Man can make perception checks.
I know Orc, and
I
Orc is
rolled
the
a
sister
16.
language.
Oh wait, I got a +3. So I rolled a 19.
I got a 5.
Ryan, you can't hear it. You're too distracted by the little tiny ball that's just kind of. But yeah, Snurp, whatever you're mumbling, you want to repeat it for John's sake, Charlattan's sake.
All right, I would have said it would have been easy. That I wouldn't have to worry about finding something worse.
Okay, out of context, I don't know. He just mumbling here.
Oops, you cut off.
Oh, I said out of context.
How did that cut off?
It's the same exact point.
It's pretty fantastic, actually.
I've been hearing Rhea pretty well all day. Can you repeat what he said?
He's typing.
Out of context, he has no idea what he's saying.
Right.
What's context?
Context.
All right. Well, let's resume
I can't force
cave
talk
diving,
like
I
that.
guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cuddle a bear.
This away.
You're cuddling him in my lap.
Oh shit, he's in your lap?
Well, he's snuggled up into me in a blanket.
God damn, take
You
him
can
out,
cuddle
bear.
him.
No.
I'll
Yeah.
let you cuddle him.
I'm out.
I'm out.
Nope. I'm just gonna go out in front, protect the bear. Oh my god, are you being careful?
Yes. Careful, Grognar.
Oh god, he ran ahead.
Well, he ran into the darkness. I don't know where Badly went.
Side with me.
He's dead. He's just dead.
As you guys all kind of hold your breath as Womble just sprints down this dark, unlit hallway again. Eventually, Womble, you have dark vision, right?
Yeah.
Womble, you just come to the end of the cave, but I would like you to make a perception check for me.
I'm very perceptive. 10.
Okay. The end of the cave here just seems like it just kind of ends abruptly. It's a pretty plain stone wall. It just seems kind of weird. You saw footprints coming down here, but they seem to turn around. Must be a dead end.
Oh yeah, must be.
That's a dead end right there.
Weird.
Nothing we can do. Let's head on back.
What does a dead end look like?
Like an end, but it was murdered.
Oh no.
Are there still footprints on the ground?
Looking down, there are still some footprints. Make a survival check for me, Snurp. Yes. He's a kobold.
21.
Wow. Okay. Sifting through the footprints, a lot of them seem to be dog prints and a few human prints. There's one set of prints that kind of catches your attention that is like a long, thin, pointed boot. And it seems to just sort of take a step and part of it's just cut off in the wall.
I'm going to point it out.
That's missing part of a foot.
Do we still have light? Is it stuff?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Well,
look at the
it looks
wall.
like it's
See where the
door.
footprint's like half cut off.
Call out Amanda's choice of drink.
We look around, see if there's a way to open it, guys.
Grognar agree.
Okay. I'll say whoever's leading this can make an investigation check with advantage since everyone's helping, but only one person can roll.
Can I give that person guidance?
Yeah.
I got +2 on investigation.
Should be you then. I have a -1.
I have +5.
Do you really?
Yes.
Give
I don't know why I haven't
give
been
it to
allowed to
Womble then and have him.
Yeah, let Womble do it. Jesus.
I don't know why I haven't been getting investigation so like fucking ever. Same with the animal handling. That's also 5. And insight.
Intelligence-based things, Womble's gonna be pretty good at, so
Oh yeah.
we really shouldn't be surprised.
I don't actually.
I mean, it's Womble, so.
Yeah.
Have I ever really done insight fucking throws?
Investigation.
No, I mean like insight itself. But yeah, I'll do investigation. So this is
Just as a note, insight's really handy when you want to get a read of people. I don't think you guys have done that much, but like if you want to learn the intent of someone or if someone's lying, that's when you'd say I want to insight them or whatever.
Oh.
Somebody did an insight on Snurp when we first met him, when they're like, is he gonna hurt the gnome?
Yeah.
I'm betting it now.
That was me.
Okay, so what are we doing for the investigation here, guys?
Me.
So
Okay.
you're gonna get a D4 added to your total roll.
Okay, so this is with or without advantage?
With
right?
advantage and a D4 in addition.
I think you should just run at it.
Okay.
See what happens.
Okay, this is really good.
No!
Wow.
Did he roll a 2 and a 1?
He rolled a 3 and a 2, and then
Oh.
on the D4 he got a 1.
Oh, God.
Number
way.
4 right there, guys. Oh wait. That's a 9 still.
That's probably not gonna help.
Try as you guys might, as you kind of look around here, the mystery of the footprint just seems to elude you. It's
My rolls.
Well, okay, so I'm
shit.
thinking back to the rock, and I'm just gonna start pushing any rocks to see if any of them move out of place or anything that are like on the walls or anything. See if there's anything unnatural.
all right. Make a strength check.
My
Strength
rolls have
check.
been good.
I'm gonna come up and headbutt the rock wall next to him because I'm frustrated.
Just roll a d20, Snurp.
Okay, 12.
Okay.
That is an 11.
Okay. You just go up there and you start just fucking man pressing against this rock wall, like just randomly.
I was just going around the sides of the wall, see if there's like, any rocks out of place, and pushing him in. Actually, though.
Yeah, there's a bunch of little stones and pebbles and rocks, and you try like a bunch of them, and you push them into the dirt farther and farther in a bunch of spots. What you can tell from where the end of the cavern is, it seems to be solid rock. It's really frustrating. Snurp's just fucking headbutting the end of the cavern.
So we saw the footprint at the bottom, like. So I think it's safe to assume it lifts. Or
Grognar's a dwarf. If someone understands stone doors, it's a dwarf.
That's a stereotype.
I got an idea. I got an idea.
Wait, my one random dwarf skill can come in handy here? My stone cutting can help?
That's a thing?
It is.
Yeah, stone cutting. I can make an intelligence history check related to the origin of stonework. I'm considered proficient in the history skill and add double my proficiency bonus to the check.
This is actually limestone.
You know, Chris, if you want to fucking go up there and use it, I applaud it. You can do it. If you want to
I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
You're likely never get another chance in the game to do it, so do it now.
Yeah, I put a lot of stone stuff in there. So long as he remembers that he's got that ability, it can come up again, believe me.
All right.
How planned ahead is this?
All right, I just gotta. So I make a history
By the way,
check.
Womble, to answer your question, not.
So I get double my proficiency. So I get +4 -1. So I get +3 to the roll. All right, cool.
Sadly, I already forgot what I was asking. What did I ask?
How well planned ahead this is?
Oh, okay.
Never mind. That's a nat 1.
Wait, I thought it was advantage.
Oh, with advantage. That's right.
Wait, was it?
No,
I didn't say with advantage. Don't just give people advantage, Athlon.
I thought he said with advantage.
You're obsessed
when he was
with
talking about
advantage.
stone cutting.
Nope.
My bad.
You're obsessed with advantage. Stop it.
I know.
Don't take advantage of the
Advantage
DM.
is good.
This is a rock.
Yeah, from what you can tell, it is you're unbeknownst to you, you're looking at the wrong wall.
So I'm looking at this wall.
Layer, pretty poor in minerals. Not much you could tell. Not really worth mining out.
Okay.
Not good rock.
I have okay. So I kind of want to like put my hand like on the sides, the bottom, the top, wherever I can reach. See if there's like any airflow on any of the sides.
Sure, make a perception check.
Actually, I'm gonna keep staring at this wall for added effect.
Okay, not
This
the
is very
greatest,
difficult.
but it's just air I'm looking for. That's a 13.
Put your
Is
hand
there
around,
air there?
moving around. Nada.
Okay.
Hey, I got groceries I have to put away real quick.
Alright.
Take like half a second. Sorry.
The
You're good.
ground, is it dirt or rock?
It's mostly dirt with some rocks and boulders in it.
Tunnel.
Okay. Because I want to like scrape the bottom of it, see if any of the dirt can come loose, and if I can have like do anything to peer through.
As you kind of scrape away at the dirt that's underneath this wall end of the tunnel, it seems to be that the rock just leads up and is joined by other rocks. The dirt's just kind of laying there as a stationary floor. From what you could tell from what you're digging up, it's just rock.
But how could there be a footprint if it's just rock?
Damn.
Like,
Grognar
was it
agreed.
just a
rock.
tiny amount of dirt, or what?
Yeah, like as in the floor of the cavern is just a mix of rock and dirt. The floor is a little thin layer of, rough dirt and sand with pebbles mixed in. But if you start digging down, you start just hitting, bigger rocks and shit. And from what you can tell, the end of this wall is just a solid chunk of stone.
Will perception help anything?
Will what?
Perception?
You can try to look too, but you guys are really kind of exhausting it here for as far as attempts.
I figured I might as
If
well.
it makes you feel any better, Pat.
You cut out, John.
Right after Hadley.
Push's luck.
God damn it. I just want to be able to hear John.
Yeah, I don't know why this
I
mic's
want him in my ears so I don't have to try harder to hear.
Boss, this wall is a rock.
Okay,
So I rolled a 14, so that's a 19.
19.
Ooh, that's the biggest number I've ever seen.
Let me tell you about 20.
Where does that come in? Is that like before 18 or something?
It's after.
Is that like in between 18 and 19?
No, it's after 19, Azure.
Things come after 19?
Yes,
Looking
a
around-
lot of numbers.
What is this?
Let him talk.
Looking around a bit, Phelan, in seeing where Xanar has been digging away and Snurp's left a few small face prints in the dirt wall on the side, you do see in one spot where Snurp had headbutted, there seems to be a small little... At first you think it might be a root, but then it looks like it might be actually a small piece of parchment stuck in the dirt wall.
Cool.
I'm going to try and take it out.
Okay. Kind of fold it out. It seems to be a small little note. And as you unfold it and you look at it, it is in Sylvan. And it simply just reads, "Hello, cousin. I left you another game. For this to work, you need to give me the right thing. It has a golden head, it has a golden tail, but no body."
A coin.
Yep, it's a fucking
It's a
coin.
coin. Gold coin.
Yeah, I'll slide a gold coin.
What do you mean, slide a gold coin?
Slide it back where the parchment was.
Oh, okay. You put a
If
gold
that
coin
doesn't
there?
work, I'll try pressing it against the wall.
Okay, first when you put it against the back of it, the place where you put the parchment originally, nothing happens. Then you kind of move it around, you start pushing it against the wall, and nothing seems to happen for a few seconds, and then it just sort of sucks the coin into the wall. Like, you can't really describe it, like you're pushing, and you're pushing, and you're pushing, and then your finger just sort of phases the coin through the wall. You lose that gold coin,
Okay.
and then a few seconds later, and the rock disappears.
Whoa.
Rock.
That was a fun game.
Money solving all of our problems again.
It seems to be that there's a small passage that goes beyond, and all that you can see footprints-wise is that one pointy-ass set of boots going in and out.
Well, it's not to know. Guess we better keep looking.
I'll let somebody else who's not me go up ahead.
Grognar will go.
Okay.
Going as well.
Slowly, but going.
Alright. Make perception checks for the people in front. Only the person in front.
I assume we have light, though, yeah?
I have
Yeah.
19.
19.
Yep.
Hold on. Perception. 17.
Okay. Moving along. Don't see anything suspicious. At the very end of the tunnel, there seems to be a very, 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 very old-looking, or somewhat ornate, like small wooden crate.
Yeah, I've just
See,
had the random thought of what kind of sadist would the cousin be if that was a mimic?
I'm about to play Dark Souls and immediately don't trust chest.
Look,
Grognar will open it because Grognar's not that smart.
Okay. Give me a minute. Where did I put my pencil? Fuck.
Grognar's got an int of 8. He doesn't think of these things. He just thinks, crate, open. Use crowbar.
Meanwhile, the mimic had a tasty dwarven snack.
Help!
look for a parchment. It'll tell you how to open it. Based on everything so far.
Actually, he goes up to open it and it pops right open.
Oh, surprise.
Nice.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to find something. There we go. Jesus, that took, just a fucking age and a half to find.
This was all planned.
I mean, parts of this was planned. I didn't expect you guys to hit these things at the times that you hit them, which kind of screws me up.
That to happen as we were going through it.
Yeah.
You mean you have to remember continuity?
Yeah, no, I'm not good at that.
Next time you get a cave, can I draw it?
To be fair, Padley, it took us 20 to open.
What? Oh, what? That's all I heard.
Just say it, Rhea. I give up.
Oh.
He said, to be fair, Padley, it took us 20 minutes to open the wall.
Yeah, it really did. Also, I don't know what's wrong with your guys' mic, but yeah, that's bad.
It's good for like one person at a time, it seems. If it's not John, it's Rhea. If it's not Rhea, it's John.
Yeah.
Cut it in two.
I think you guys need to put your microphone in timeout. So, as you open up this chest and you take a peek inside, there is a small note on top of what looks to be a second box, and then also a bag on the right side.
I pick up the note.
Okay. It is
written?
someone.
I hand it to Phelan.
Okay.
I will read it aloud.
It says here, "Congratulations, cousin. You have made it of age, and I left this as a nice starter kit to begin your journey. In it, you will find something to give yourself fortune and something to give your enemies misfortune. Have fun finding out which is which."
All right, Ragnar opens the bag.
Okay. As you open up the small bag, in it are what appears to be just two small, basically unassuming looking little rocks. One of them has a small little arrow in it, like a little tiny, just like almost like an L or something like that shape in it. And then the other one has a small little curved U in it. Like just engraved. It's like a rock that could fit in the palm of your hand. It's very tiny.
Dude.
Huh.
Interesting.
Do any of us know runes?
If you know Arcana, you can make a roll.
Snurp, no Arcana.
Oddly enough, I have Arcana.
Snurp, what do these say?
I'm going to do the check.
I've already rolled a 22.
22? Okay.
5.
You don't know very much about Sylvan, and you don't know what these symbols mean or what language they are from. But just from looking at them and kind of getting a look, you get an initial feeling that the one with the curve has a less malicious feel to it than the other one.
Okay. See this one? This one is sloped, is gentle. This one pointy. Pointy bad.
Basically.
Pointy things hurt. Pointy things hurt.
Who wants to hold on to them?
Grognar can hold on to him. Grognar hold on to a lot of things.
I'll take the pointy one.
How big was
Okay.
the chest?
Well, there's a box in it too.
So wait, Grognar, you're taking both?
Well, Womble wanted to hold the one with the pointy L, so I guess I'll hold on to the other one.
Okay. Womble, you take the one with the point, and then Grognar, you take the one with the curve?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, what do I say for an item? It's probably a custom item, right?
I'm actually not going to tell you what it is because it let you read the description.
All right. But it's small rock. I'm
Small
guessing.
rock with basically a U in it. Azure, you get to add small rock with an arrow in it.
Okay.
You guys don't feel anything different. You guys just kind of pocket them and go about your day.
Okay, I'm gonna open the box in the chest too, or the
Okay.
crate.
Inside the crate, there are a handful of parchments that are kind of rolled up and seem to be tied with some like what looks like fine little silver string.
Oh.
Is this the way that Azure gets his stuff?
Throw it in the river.
I swear, if you guys do, I'm fucking done looking up stuff.
Womble,
Actually,
you want
throw it
these?
in the river.
Yeah.
There's
Oh, what
3
are
of
they?
them.
First, look at him. Look at him.
Grognar can't read well. You look at him.
Give it. I grab one.
Okay. As you take it apart, take it out, and you kind of open it up, you kind of need some help with some translations and stuff. But the first one is a scroll of grease.
Magic scrolls. With Womble, these
a
yours.
first level spell. You can write that one down.
Are these
Roll up McDonald's.
scrolls in your campaign? Are they specific to class?
Yes, for 5e in general they are.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know if you were like doing like a custom rule, but okay.
Nope.
So this is will this be a Womble gift?
I believe that is a. It might be cross. Let me see what that is actually.
These seem like some bad scrolls, guys. We should throw them into the river.
It might be. It's wizard or artificer can do that one.
Okay, so I will pass this off to Womble.
I'll say I open up one of the scrolls then.
Okay. The next one that you look at is Oh, sorry, my brain. The next one that you open up is Crown of Madness, which is a 2nd level spell. It can be casted by bards, sorcerers, warlocks, wizards, or Oathbreaker.
Oathbreaker Paladin.
Yeah, I was just like, that's weird to be specific to that.
Ooh, Snurp could use that one.
I hand it to Snurp.
Oh.
I open the third one.
And the very last one is Gift of Alacrity. Oh, no, sorry.
I was going to say, that one sounded really nice.
Can't grab that one, actually. I'm going to skip that one and grab a different one here. Because that involves Unearthed Arcana, and I thought I filtered on that, and I'm not supposed to have that. I'm literally looking through for one that I think would be a fun loot. Sorry. Not to break your immersion here.
My immersion!
My immersion!
Ouch, right in the immersion.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I'm going to roll a die to see if this is what it is.
Oh, no, Lizard Man is
Okay,
typing.
sure. The last one is Skywrite, which is a 2nd level spell. Can be learned by bards, druids, wizards, or artificers. Quiet down.
Gamera, you want one?
Now, Womble, you know how spells work with you, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I take Gamera doesn't want one.
You want to copy it to your spell book?
I do?
Well,
So
it's a scroll. It's a one-time use unless you
find
save
a
it.
scroll, you can copy it to your spell book. That's a mage or a wizard.
yeah, Womble, as a wizard, you can take some time and some materials to take a spell scroll that you can learn and add it to one of your spell books. But you have to be able to cast the spell. Like, as in, it has to be in your wizard's list. So, like, the ones I named should all be wizard-type spells, along with mix. And it'll take time and material, which there's a certain rate that you need to follow.
Jesus. Oh, yeah, this was really fucking expensive.
Yeah, which is, if I'm not mistaken, 50 gold per spell level or something like that.
Yeah, I'll take a peek. You're not going to have the time to do it tonight anyway, but just letting you guys know, you can divvy them out anyway. I just want to make sure that Womble's aware of how his stuff works.
Okay, so I can only cast them when it's actually copied in, right?
You could just use the scroll to cast it, but it'd be just gone. If you copied it into your spellbook, you could cast it whenever.
Okay.
Yeah, I would hang on to them and copy them into your spellbook if I were you.
I cast grease on Zagnar.
Okay, I'm going to check you one last time here, and also I'm going to also say, if you keep saying things that you're doing like
I won't.
this, I'm going to start taking them.
I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm just saying.
I'll
I
stop
don't
doing
want to
that.
have to confirm everything that you're doing.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god, don't start this.
You broke his heart.
I know.
So those
All right.
those three scrolls and the 2 rocks were the only thing in the.
Yes.
Okay.
How heavy is the chest?
The crate is maybe about 10 pounds.
Oh, it's not a chest, it's a crate.
It's kind of like a mix. It's not like a fancy chest. It's just kind of like.
Because I was thinking, if we're just gonna go back to what's her face, I could just bring it to her just for the hell of it, for storage or whatever.
For what?
Now he cut out.
It's a plague.
It's not me this time, though. I didn't disconnect like 18 times
No,
tonight.
you did not.
Discord has the Rona.
I was just saying,
Yeah, shit.
if we could take it back to what's her face, keep it as storage, maybe. Wait, how big is it again? Like,
It's not huge. It's maybe about like 2 feet wide by about like a foot deep, foot tall.
Grognar can carry. Grognar used to carry in crates.
why don't we take the crate back to her, see if she has any use for storage stuff.
All right, Grognar's going to carry the crate then.
Okay.
So I think we covered most of the cave then, if not.
Yeah,
all.
there was one hallway that we didn't go down in the first section,
Was there?
if I recall correctly.
No, you guys pretty much checked everything.
I thought we got everything in the first hall.
I think we did too.
Yeah. Are you guys going back to Clavia, or are you going to go back to town?
Well, we got to go to. I thought we were going to her to give her the bear cub.
Yeah, that first.
Okay. We will take a break and call it a night here, though, then, if that's all right with folks.
Okay.
All right.
I do have one question, Padley, because I pocketed the spear. Do I have to put a specific type of spear in my inventory?
Normally you're supposed to cast Identify, but in this case, since she kind of told you enough about it, I'll let you just add it.
Okay.
It is a blood spear. What happens basically is that when you kill an enemy with it, you can get 2d6 of temporary health points.
Nice.
Wow, it's not
Yeah, I
even
feel
on,
like
it's
it
not
was-
even on D&D Beyond. Dang it.
Could be? Let me see what the actual full name of it is.
They really acted like it was some holy thing. That seems pretty unholy.
It used to be. It should be in D&D Beyond.
I type in spear and I get spear, spear of warning, vicious spear, and then spear +1, +2, and +3.
Try blood spear as a magic item. It should be in there.
Type in
Blood only gives me assassin's blood, blood of the lycanthrope, bloodstone, and dragon's blood.
Interesting. Okay, well,
Just add
I
dragon
will
blood
see
to
if I
your
can add it to
inventory.
your character. 1 second.
Okay.
I'm just worried they're gonna end up killing our bear.
Wow, it is not in there. Okay, that's really annoying. I will add it as a custom item then.
Cool. Because that was the one thing I didn't get in my inventory.
Yeah, let me figure out how to... Why is that not a thing? Whatever. That's probably because I don't have the Curse of Strahd module, which is what it's from. Great.
Oh yeah, I have an extra...
way.
That's right, I have an extra Quispy Knollhead.
Bling bling.
What's up, Avalon?
I was gonna be talking to the group real quick about something. By the way, how do we want to present the bear cub to her? Because he seems very nature-based, and we killed the mama bear.
Self-defense.
It was self-defense.
Exactly, it wasn't us.
How about we found the corpse in the cave and we rescued the cub?
Blame it on the gnolls.
We killed bear in self-defense. Try to make up for it with bear cub.
I can't get over the Farquaad thing.
Wait, perfect. If it doesn't weigh much, have Womble do the illusion of Farquaad holding the bear.
Why? What would that do?
Because he looks like a noble lord.
Yeah. They'll have to listen to a noble lord.
Oh.
Ugh.
Fury thinks humans are hideous, so.
Hmm.
Oh, that's a good point.
Is that not the brave?
She likes nature. Maybe he can disguise himself.
Yeah, I think I could do that.
Oh, all right, folks. Well, I will catch you then next week to continue.
All right.
Okie dokie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye
Yeah,
bye.
you know.
Bye.
That was